Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Hello, hello, hello. This sounds distorted. Is it just me or does my microphone sound distorted this morning? Hello! How do I sound? Put a 1 in the chat if I sound okay. I feel like I sound distorted this morning. Like maybe I got the gain too high on here or something. I don't know. I got it. It's cooked down way down low though. Very interesting. Very interesting. Oh, let me try this. Is this better? Does that sound better to you guys? How does it sound now? Put a 1 if it sounds better. I apologize. Sounds better. All right, let me crank that down a little bit now. I don't know what happened. I didn't change any of the settings or anything. It just well, I did have I I'll tell you, I don't know if this has anything to do with it, but I guess so because it's the only thing I could think of. Last night I was listening to some music, and I had the volume settings on my soundboard, which I have my headphones plugged into my soundboard. I had it cranked up so I could listen to the music real loud. You know, I like my rock and roll. Um, so maybe it has something to do with that, but it shouldn't be changing my input settings. But I see, okay. When I talk, obviously you have those meters, and when they go into the red, that's clipping. That's too much. And every time I open my mouth, I see everything's in the red. And why? Why is that? What's going on? And now, see, even when I turn the gain all the way down on the microphone, it's still all the way in the red. What did I do? What happened? Does that help? Or is that worse? How about now? I don't understand what happened all of a sudden. I've been doing good all forever, and now all of a sudden I'm having all these audio problems. Well, okay, I guess I haven't actually been doing great forever. Is this better? I don't know. Well, anyway, good morning, hello, and welcome to the day after Independence Day here in the Frauditor Follies YouTube channel. Good to see so many beautiful people here again, once again, and as always, love you guys so very much. Let's see where we're at here. First was Ian Smith LB. All right, here's your happy dance. All right. That don't sound good at all. Scott Ammo, what's up, Scott? Good to see you. Greg Jonix in the house. Melissa, the brown-eyed girl, is here. All right, good to see you, Melissa. All right, let's see what else we got here. Message of peace, Sue Bear. Good morning. There you go. All right, Terry Barnes is here. Good morning. Good to see you, Terry. Dad Farted's in the house. Big hugs to everyone near and far. That's what I'm talking about. No fooling around. That's right. Let's see. Vestige of Peace. What's up? Good to see you. P Barnes, Sue Bear, Dad Farted, Texas Tim. What's up? Sue Bear, good morning. Oh no. Uncle Artie, I already got it on deck. You don't have to tell me today. It's on deck. It's ready to go. So relax, pal. Oh boy, that Uncle Artie, he's something else, I'll tell you. All right, P. Barnes II, what's up? Good to see you. Vestige of Peace, Uncle Artie. Let's see. Who else? Who else did I miss this morning? Kiss. Good morning, Rash. All right. Always good to see you here. Every time you're here, it's good stuff. Let's see. P. Barnes, Vestige of Peace, Uncle Artie, Texas Tim. Let's see. Who else is here today? Better pack a lunch and bring friends. Oh, all right. That sounds good. Can I come? Dad Farted, Highway Star. Good morning, Hezokuai and Rash. All right. Good morning to you too. Message Peace, P. Barnes, Griffey. Griffey, what's up? Have you recovered from the 4th of July parties? We're all working on it, I'm sure. I still feel like there's something horribly wrong with my microphone, but I can't figure out what it is. Maybe if it's just closer to my face, it'd be better, but normally I have it over here because when I do this, the reason why I don't like doing it like that is because, one, it's covering my face partially, but two, I can't see the computer. All I can see is a stupid microphone. I can't read or anything. It's blocking my view. So I keep it right out of my line of sight. That way I can see what I'm doing on the computer. But for some reason today, that seems to be giving me a problem. I don't know why, but it is. All right. I Kiss Griffey, Highway Star. Oh, shut up, Artie. I told you I'll play your video. I got it lined up. Relax. B Barnes, Dad Farted, Uncle Artie, Griffey, Highway Star, Griffey, Terry Barnes. Who else is here this morning? Love you guys. I'm glad that you're here. Cry, baby, Cully, what's up? All right. Good to see you. Highway Star, Texas Tim, B Barnes II, Jammin' Jet. Ladies and gentlemen, Edie Marie is also in the house. Good morning. I like that. Oh, on my way, baby. All right. Highway Star, Jammin' Jet, Vestige of Peace is always here. Uncle Artie is always near. Dad farted and it smelled like poo. Jammin' Jet, what you gonna do? Highway Star, well, hello to you. Methodist Dave came and gave everybody here his good cheer with his thumbs up sign. I am inclined to say hello to Griffith too and Little Chihuahua, Big World do. Maserati 5000 GT is way better than my Pinto C. Ladies and gentlemen, the one, the only, my producer, the beautiful, wonderful, fantastic, above and beyond the call of duty at all times, on fire, never slowing down, never stopping, Salacious is in the house. Uncle Artie could sing like Elvis. Holy cookie, Batman, why haven't I heard this? Oh, yeah, I'm all... Script Cat's in the house! What's up, Script Cat? Great to see you, hon. Robert Custos is here. What's up, Robert? Let's see. Maserati 5000. Salacious, Script Cat, Vestige, Dad Farted, Methodist Dave. All right. Anyway, let's see what else. Who did I miss? Who did I miss? Who else is here? I know! I keep telling you it's on deck. I'm going to show it. Relax. You're always in such a hurry to shove your stuff on my channel. Relax. I'll play it. I have a whole show to do. I got 3 hours. It'll come up. The problem with Uncle Artie, and if you don't follow my Saturday show, you don't know him. He's always giving me, I'm still distorted. I don't know. He's still, well, he's always giving me all of this stuff that he wants me to show, which is great. I love the fact that he contributes to the channel. But the problem is he always says, show it. And then he has to go do something. And it's always while he's gone that I show that I show it. And then when he comes back, I missed it. You didn't. Yeah, I did. It's not my fault. He has no patience. You will learn patience. Roshin's in the house. What's up? Scott Ammo. It's not me, but I might be wrong. That's right. You may be right. I may be crazy. Whoa, but it just may be a lunatic you're looking for. Oh, oh, or that's more like a Tarzan yell than a yodel, isn't it? Grampus, what's up? Jammin' Jet. Katie Zed's in the house. What's up, Katie? Great to see you. Vestige of Peace, B Barnes. Let's see, method. See, this is what I'm saying. He's spamming it. It's like, dude, settle down. Salacious Script Cat. As long as we get to hear Voodoo scream when he's being tased, that's right. That's the most important part. As long as my audio does that right. Maybe we'll have to test that in a minute. See, he's spamming it again. What? Oh, this guy. Peter K, what's up? Hey, you sound like Spaghetti Jerry. Yeah, Jerry and his audio problems always. Is it time for a nap yet? Who just woke up, man? All right, Robert Cousteau's. Oh, I guess yesterday was a holiday, so you're still up, right? Zerzu Zyquin, all right. Hey, any updates on whether or not those flat earth idiots that you keep talking to have ever actually learned anything? I put a comment on his channel on the first one you were on. Well, I mean, out of the two recent ones, and I said something about whatever gravity or something, and then he's like, "Yeah, you go ahead, believe in that nonsense, and these people trying to trick you, blah blah blah." And then I said, "Hey, you kept talking about how you know for a fact that the ice wall is real because there's evidence that whenever someone tries to cross the ice wall, the government and the Navy attack them." And oh, that's what it was. My comment was, so you think the Navy is protecting the ice wall, the entire circumference of the entire ice wall? I don't think there's enough people on the planet Earth to have that many people be in the Navy to cover the entire ice wall on your flat Earth. And then he responded, "Yeah, you go believe in that crap, blah, 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 whatever." So then I responded to that. I pointed out, I'm like, well, you said that when we say, well, we have these pictures from NASA, your argument is, well, they're fake pictures. And when we say, oh, the moon landing, you say, well, the moon landing was fake. And all the evidence that we have is fake evidence. And all of our proof that we have, it's all fake, made up lies. So what I'm basically breaking that down and then telling him, well, you're saying that anytime someone pulls up to Antarctica or whatever, the South Pole. See, it's hard to try to define it based on their terms, right? But basically, when the ice wall, that they're getting shot at, and you have evidence to prove it. So I said, well, you physically were there taking pictures of people shooting at you for trying to cross the ice wall? No. You got your source. You got your information from an outside source. You got your information from a third party. Well, then, as far as I'm concerned, yours is just as fake as you say ours is. Because we didn't physically go out in space and take the pictures ourselves, they don't count. Well, because you didn't physically go to the ice wall yourself, it doesn't count. And you know what his response to that was?
Crickets.
Not a damn word once I said that. Nothing. Completely deflated his argument. Peter K, what's up? Good to see ya. Let's see. Methodist Dave, Vestige of Peace. See, look, Uncle Artie, you're making me not want to show it. The more I see that you spam this, the more, look at this, again. Oh, I don't think I'm going to show it now. I had it on deck. I had it ready to go, but look at this. He's spamming my chat. No. Griffey for 5 Australian. Wake up, News Now Voodoo with a tasing. All right. I can do that. Hold on. Let me get situated here. Ladies and gentlemen, get ready for the day's first tasing. This is going to be fun. All right. Oh, voodoo doll. You in trouble now. I'm going to tase your stinky ass, and I'm going to show you how.
What the heck? I'm screaming! I'm blood! I'm down! I'm one of the angels! No, wait.
Thank you. It's stuck. There. What's with my audio issues today? Dag nabbit. Well, like I said, sometimes I like it when bad things happen like that because it just goes to prove that it's a live show, ladies and gentlemen, and mistakes can happen when you're live. Anyway, like I said, Roshin's here. Hi. What's up? All the love. You got it. Griffey, message of peace. Robert Custos, Gem and Jet. I only answered to Roshin. All right. She loves him. All right. Good stuff. Let's see. Greg Jonak. Jason D's here. Yes, he is. All right. Good to see you. What the heck was that? Dumb crows. All right. How come I don't have the cricket sound effects? I should have done that. Let's see. What did I add? I added this one. But I got to add the crickets. Let's see. Hey, Unclean Hands is in the house. All right. Don't worry. I have your video lined up. We're going to expose your fraud. Don't worry about it. The fraud. You'll see the video, guys. There's a fake Unclean Hands account out there. And so we got to talk about that. So I'll be showing that in a minute too. Let's see. Script Cat. What's up? I'm with you all the way. 100%. I counted all 10 fingers still. All right. Didn't blow any off with the fireworks. Oh, there it is right there. Beware this account that's impersonating him. Yep, it's not legit. It's not real. Oh, people do that. It's terrible. Terrible. If you're talking to me, Artie, at this point, if you think you have to explain yourself to me and don't understand that I get the joke, like that's one of the reasons why I get along with you so well is because I get the joke. Like I understand. You don't have to explain it. It's all good. We're all good, buddy. All the way down the line. Let's see. Script Cat, Roshin, Griffey. Can you play Uncle Artie's Bar Grill Stupidity stuff? I feel like you don't appreciate it. Oh, that's funny. Let's see. There's a rewind feature on YouTube. Yes, exactly. You can rewind and see when I played it. All right, let's get caught up. Home Dog Audits, what's up? Good to see you. Mark Rules, what's up? Sorry, I'm listening, but I can't respond. Greetings to everyone in the chat. It's good to see Belgium in the house. Everybody loves your waffle mouse. What? I don't want a mouse crawling on my waffle. You. William Grabber, what's up? As long as you don't. Hey, Grab from the Grab and Bob Show is here. Yes. Good to see you, buddy. Great to have you here, as always. No, the penguins with machine guns protect the wall. Yes. Love it. Let's see. Ask a flat earther why a drop of water is a sphere when it's falling or floating in the ISS. Why the larger an object gets, the more it starts to form a sphere. Ask them why it does it. World salad. What? The ice wall is as fake as the moon landing. Oh, there you go. Let's see. Flat earthers are idiots. The same person knows the earth is every sane person knows the earth is a pyramid. Snafu the Great, what's up? Let's see who else is here. Let's see. Oh, the Church of POS. I love the smell of a tasing in the morning. That's right. Hezokuai, give my prize to Roisin. Oh, I think we already picked someone else for it though. Well, let me know. Contact me. Give me an address, Roisin. Because you're a good follower of the channel. I might be able to do something for you. Send me an email. We'll work something out. I might be able to help you out a little bit. $2. Give my prize to Roisin and the entry for Crippled Cat. Okay, wait. Roisin, email me. We'll work something out. I can do something. Uncle Artie says to give this entry to Crippled Cat. All right, I got you. So this $2 is for the July raffle, which will be given away in August for Crippled Cat. I understand. Thank you. I got to make sure I explain this stuff doubly so that I understand it and so that Salacious understands it. And even if I don't, always, never, no, wait, it was never stick an atom bomb in your nose. No, always, never lose faith in Salacious. Because if I do get something wrong, you guys don't see my Discord, my DMs. You don't understand. I guarantee you, you guys don't have to worry about anything. Because if I screw up and you're sitting there like, no, that's not right. Believe me, Salacious will hold my feet to the fire. I will hear about it. I'll find out. Let's see. Uncle Artie, Robert Custos. Kimmy Wrangler, what's up? Jersey Fools in the house. I guess people still drink on the holidays. Only 56 people here. Yeah, everyone was partying last night. Welsh News Network in the house. All right. He's only trying to do it to get views for his drunken nonsense. Yep. Let's see. I'm with you. Everyone knows little mice don't like waffles. They like crepes. Oh my goodness gracious me. There's no enemies in the house. All right. Speaking of which, I got some stuff about that too. But before we go any further, let's get this parted. Remember, I'm going to start. It's hard because it's not a real word. So I don't think there actually is an official real pronunciation. But my brain wants to say Borough Grove because at least a grove is a real thing. So like my brain but there's no R in it. So it's Borough Grove. So if you don't know what I'm saying, this is something that I'm trying to push, and I'm starting to see more people are starting to try and push it because it actually is perfect, but you have to understand where it came from. And the fact that they're idiots makes it even more important, makes me want to push it even harder because we'll understand it, and there's no way they'll ever figure it out because they're stupid. Judge Middleton, the infamous, legendary Judge Middleton, was talking to a sovereign citizen in court, and the guy was talking all of his sovereign citizen nonsense. Well, I wasn't driving, I was traveling, and I'm not a 14th Amendment citizen, and I'm not, subject to your laws, blah, 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 like they always do. And Judge Middleton says, well, a lot of times they talk to your ideas and they say they're sovereign citizen ideas. And the guy's like, I'm not a sovereign citizen. Blah, blah, blah. He's like, I know. Listen to what I'm saying. I've been thinking about it, and I know you guys hate being called sovereign citizens, so I came up with a different term for you guys. From now on, I'm going to call you guys Borogoves, because in the poem Jabberwocky, it literally makes no sense. Yeah, the movie was terrible, but the poem literally doesn't make sense. Like, that's the whole point of the poem, is that it's nonsense words. And so he's like, the sovereign citizen argument makes as much sense as the Jabberwocky poem. And in the Jabberwocky poem, they talk about Mimsy with the Borogoves. So you guys are Borogoves. From now on, you're Borogoves. And I love that. And I thought, you know what? That falls for all of them. I always say you try to use sovereign citizens as a blanket umbrella term for sovereign citizens and Moors and frauditors. No, Borogoves. That's the blanket term for all of them. They're all Borogoves because that's how much sense they make when you listen to their arguments. Nonsensical nothing. Anyway, top story today, ladies and gentlemen. Top story today. Yesterday was the 4th of July. And our old friend, the Fruity Bandit, he decided to take his daughter to Coney Island for the hot dog eating contest. But because his hatred for the cops is stronger than his love for his child, when the cops, because where he was standing filming, was blocking a path that literally hundreds of thousands of people were trying to walk through, it was Coney Island on the 4th of July. Yes, it was literally thousands of people. So because the cop asked him to step back because he's blocking the path for everyone, because it's a cop, his hatred for the police becomes stronger than his desire to have fun with his daughter, and he ends up getting arrested on the 4th of July. Now, the interesting thing is, when he got released, he live streamed himself taking the train back home after he got bailed out or bailed himself out or however he did it. And now, both of those videos gone. He deleted both of them. I think he realized how dumb he looked. But, hey, holding my groin, what's up? But, John Anderson, what's up? He did not delete it before a bunch of people on our side grabbed it. And now we're going to take a look. I saw Trolls coverage of it last night. So today we're going to take a look at Familia TV's coverage of the arrest. All right. So let's check that out and see what old Steve has to say about this guy.
Yes, that knucklehead from Brooklyn. Now, why I found the video interesting is because here he is having a live stream on the 4th of July while he's spending time with his daughter. Are you stupid? Come on now, guys. I think you could understand what I'm about to say here. Your family time and your frauditing should not be mixing together. That's my opinion, okay? Apparently, he doesn't see a problem with that. But here he is. The live stream was like an hour and 23 minutes, and it was truly boring, okay? So I went right to the part where he gets himself locked up or whatever. But again, keep in mind, he's with his daughter. I'm thinking, hey, from what I understand, various videos that he has spoken about his family, he gets his kid on the weekends or something to that effect, okay? He split up with his ex, and pretty much she's got the kids. So, damn it, you're with your daughter, and you want to live stream? You want to still, you want to share your... and really, I understand there may not be no real problem with that, but... come on, I think it's safe to say that the people that watch his videos, man, all they want to see is confrontation. All they want to see is drama, okay? Here you are trying to have a great time with your child that you don't see every day, and you want to share that time with your damn subscribers, the people that really don't give a damn about you. All they want to see, again, I say, all they want to see is drama. When you get locked up, all they do is go to the next Frauditor, the next channel to see their drama. Do you really think they give a damn about this guy? No. But this guy is so I don't know. He so want to be YouTube famous and shit. He wants to show his subscribers that he's a big badass, okay? And then the stupidity that you'll see why he got arrested didn't make any sense, okay? As I mentioned, in Coney Island, it is very hectic. It's crazy out there, okay? I think some of you who have driven in New York, you know the traffic is murder. It's the same shit with people, okay? People trying to get by in the sidewalks and all that. And think about it, this is the 4th of July. All kind of people from all over are here visiting their family and so on, okay? This knucklehead gets himself in a situation where if you take a look, pay attention to the area. It's in front of a train station, Stillwater Avenue. And that's a very active train station. Trust me, I know. Okay. And the police, they are trying to keep the traffic of the people flowing. And this knucklehead wants to be right in the middle. And now, even before the police mention to him, pay attention to what comes out of his mouth and pay attention to what his subscribers are telling him. Okay? Again, I say this guy really wants to show his subscribers that he's a badass. And I honestly believe that his YouTube fame just clouded his judgment because, damn it, if it were me and I have my child who I don't see on a daily, screw my subscribers. And no offense, guys, but my family comes first. My kids and my loved ones. Again, I say, when he gets locked up or if anything ever happens to him, you think they give a damn? No. They just find the next knucklehead to look on their videos or whatever. So, again, I say the YouTube fame's got this guy really... And I don't know, he deserves it. He's just an a-hole. Let's get into the video, and let me know your thoughts on the video, guys, and I'll see you in my next one.
Oh, man. I know. It's so... Sorry, excuse me. Damn. I had to soak right now. Yo, I'm fucking drenched right now. Fucking soaked. Oh, man.
I'll tell you what, too, real quick. Before we get into the actual arrest itself, first of all, $4.99 for Billy Yank. A flirt, a sob-sit, and a frauditor all walk into a bar. There is no punchline because all three are a joke. Well, you know where I thought you were going with that is there's the old joke, like, two guys walk into a bar, the third guy ducks. Well, so I was thinking of it like literally, like all three of them walked head first into the bar. There was no third guy who ducked. They're all just idiots. Here's your happy dance. All right. All right. Thank you. I was thinking about you yesterday. Because for the 4th of July, I just played patriotic music. Like, I came out and I talked a little bit, but for the most part, I just, like, you know, played patriotic music. And then I played footage from a parade and stuff, you know, because it's a holiday or whatever. And I didn't remember seeing you, but I thought of you because I just picked, like, a patriotic music playlist. I didn't specifically go one song at a time. I picked a playlist that was made by someone else that had like 100 patriotic songs on it. And then Dixie came on and I'm like, oh, wait a minute. I wonder if Billy Yank's going to put anything in the chat about this song playing. I wish I was in Dixie. Hooray, hooray. Look away, look away. Look at Gamer 88 said hello. Way down south of Dixie. Wait, a flirt, a sob-sit, and a frauditor. Was it the same guy? Ah. I steal all my best jokes from Hez. That's right, dagnabbit. I don't remember if I said hello to Paracord Princess earlier. What's up, Paracord? Good to see you. So anyway, listen, guys. This Canoe El Douche, like I said, I don't want to like take credit for something that I have no idea if I had anything to do with. But I do know that this video we're watching, the original video from Brooklyn Audit's channel, got deleted by Brooklyn Audits. And the last time I saw that video, there were only 2 comments on it. And one of them was from me, saying, well, it looks like your hate for the cops is stronger than your love for your daughter. And then all of a sudden it's gone. So I wonder if maybe he got the message, because credit where credit's due. Because yesterday morning he goes to Coney Island with his daughter, gets arrested, gets out of jail, live streams himself, going home on the train. And then last night, he live streams, he legitimately brought his daughter to Coney Island, and they had fun. He's filming them going on the rides together. They're watching the fireworks together, doing what he should have been doing from the beginning instead of using it as an excuse to argue with the cops. Because that's what he does. Ugh.
Oh my God. I ain't moving nowhere. I'm in public.
$1.99 from Pope Bill. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm looking away from that singing, Hez. Look away from that singing, Hez. Now dance, all right. All right, thank you. The one thing I'm good at. The happy dance, all right. YouTube corrupts corruptible people. That's exactly right. If that was soapy water, would he have melted? Probably. This goes for a while, and he even said in his thing, there's not much going on. The point is, he's establishing here. Let me fast forward a little so you can see. Now, see all the throngs of people trying to get through, and he's standing literally right in their path to film them. And of course, instead of just moving out of the way as soon as the cops ask him to move, he has to turn it into a fight.
Make way.
These people, they gotta
I'm going to rewind it in a second. Just for a little bit. I feel bad for Brooklyn. It appeared he almost got mugged during the live stream the next day. He coincidentally got gangster tats. Well, first of all, it looks like he got mugged during a live stream and the next day got gangster tats. Well, this is the guy who brags about the fact that in his neighborhood he could steal anything he wants. So why do you feel sorry for someone getting stolen from when they brag about the fact that they love to steal from people and they can steal from anyone they want and they don't care? You get what you give, right? I don't like the fact that he got all caught up in this whole frauditing thing to begin with, because now he's hooked up with Eli and with Cass and Easy Cameras on. And those guys are like, if Brooklyn Audits is a scumbag, these guys are like the scum under his feet. And now he's hanging out with them. They're bringing him down to their level. Highway Star wants another tasing. All right, I guess I can handle that. I don't know if he can, though. We'll find out in a second. Come here.
He's fighting. Oh, you dirty, I'm gonna get you, boy. All right, you un-American douche canoes. You know that I'm the one who won the grand prize yesterday, yeah. Oh, that's right, baby. I ain't fooling around now. I'm gonna be pimping my Schrodinger cat card. You know it, baby. Yeah. And I'm gonna get that copy of Hezokuai's book, and I'm gonna rip it to shreds, and I'm gonna burn it, and I'm gonna laugh.
Thank you very much. Yeah. Oh, you guys are the best fans in the world. I love you guys. So anyway, yes, exactly. That's exactly my point. Out of all the New York crew, Brooklyn Audits is like the least horrible and the most well-spoken. Even though he doesn't speak well, he's way more well-spoken than the other idiots he's hanging out with. And I think they're dragging him down. So if I feel sorry for him on any level, it's because he's impressionable. He seems like the kind of guy who can, like, you can talk to him and maybe he can learn. But the problem is he's hooking up with these idiots. So if he's going to learn anything, it's how to be even more stupid. All right, look. For anyone who doesn't know, this is a little bit different, but this is appropriate for a lot of frauditors, applicable to a lot of frauditors, and especially the New York crew. In particular, Eli and Easy Cameras On and people like that. There are other ones too. But those guys specifically, this applies to. There's this thing that happens to some people, not everybody, but it happens to a lot of people who grow up in a neighborhood where there's a lot of problems. They grow up with this attitude, and sometimes, like with Easy Cameras On, because he's talked about it, they're actually encouraged to think this way by their parents. There's this idea, this belief that everybody, like other human beings, the whole purpose of their existence is to destroy and attack you. Therefore, everybody's trying to get you. Get them before they get you. So, them being the aggressors, them constantly being on the attack, is their defense. If I get them first, good, because they would have done something to me if I didn't. And if not, then they're an idiot and a sucker and they deserve what they get because they're too stupid to be the ones defending themselves. That's the mentality. And this guy, especially when he first started, seemed to be someone who was raised around that, but kind of knew and understood, like normal people do, that Yeah, you know what? That's not necessarily always true, though. Not literally everybody is out to get you. Like, there are good people. And just because they're a good person doesn't necessarily mean that they're a sucker and they deserve to be taken advantage of. Like, well, no, maybe it's because they're actually just a good person. So he seemed to me like someone who maybe had a little bit of that in his head, but now he's got these two idiots barking at him. No, 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 brah. Come on, peeps. No, brah. These N-words are after you, brah. These N-words are trying to get you, brah. Anyway, let's get to it. Oh, yeah, this is what I was going to say. I'm going to rewind it a little bit when I bring it back up. Because notice how, as always, and this is why I said this. Now think about that mentality with what I'm about to show you. So the cops are starting to tell the people that are blocking the walkway to back up. And they're basically, what they've been doing the last minute of this video is the cops are going down the line. Okay, back up, please, back up. And just going all the way down the line. Okay, back up, please, to open a path for the people that are walking in and out to be able to walk in and out. So as they're getting closer and closer and closer, Brooklyn Audits obviously knows, okay, in a couple seconds, they're going to start asking me to back up. And there's no freaking way that I'm going to allow them to get away with asking me to back up because I'm Mr. Big Badass Frauditor guy. As opposed to, oh, all right, because if it was me, what's up, Wrangler? If it was me, because, you know, it's not New York, but I grew up in Chicago. I've been to Bears games. I've been to Sox games. I've been to Cubs games. I've been to Bulls games. I've been to the 4th of July at frickin' Lake Michigan in Grant Park during the frickin' Taste of Chicago. I've been in crowds of 100,000 people or more. I know exactly what that's like. I've been there and done that. If I saw the cops coming down the line that I'm in, telling everybody to back up to make room, they wouldn't even have to ask me. The second I realized that's what was happening, I'd be trying to back up and make room. Because, oh, you know what? We got to make space for people to walk through. This guy sees them coming. And watch, like I said, I'm going to start it back because it's just happening. So I'm going to pull it up and I'm going to rewind it 10 seconds and watch for this. And you're going to, this is what I want you to look for. What's up, Corrections? As the cops are coming up to him and it becomes obvious, what's up, Nightwolf? And it becomes obvious to him that they're about to ask him to back up, he already starts giving the cops a hard time. Preemptively. It's a preemptive strike. Get them before they get you. He's already telling the cops that he's not going to move before they even ask him not to move. Well, you'll see. He doesn't say that, but watch. You'll see what I'm talking about. Let's get this on the screen again. On the screen again. Just can't wait to put this on the screen again. We're gonna watch this idiot get arrested, my friends. I just can't wait to put this on the screen again.
Oh,
They gotta
put your fucking hands on me, dog. You better not put your fucking hands on me, laddie, dog.
You see that? The cops are talking to the people right next to him. They're not even talking to him yet. Yo, you better not put your hands on me. You better not put your hands on me, dog. You better not. Dude, you obviously are watching them and are aware that they're asking people to back up to make room. So instead of backing up to make room, you're already telling them. This guy.
Don't put your hands on.
Come on, sir.
Don't
Come on.
touch
There's no
me.
need. There's no need. Okay.
Don't.
But you cannot stay here, sir.
I'm allowed, so I'm in public.
Sir, you cannot stay here. You're blocking traffic.
I'm
Please,
not
sir.
blocking traffic.
Please,
Yo,
please. All right, which way would you like to go, sir?
14189. I'm
Understand.
allowed to be
Sir,
here.
which way would you like to go?
I'm allowed to be here. It's
Sir,
not
you
right.
cannot stay here.
Yo,
Please.
don't
Just
touch
keep
me.
going.
Get your fucking hands off.
Sir, there's no need for that, sir.
Yo,
Just
get
please
your
keep
fucking
going
hands
one
off
way
me,
or the
bro.
other,
Get
sir.
your fucking
There's no
hands
need for
off.
that. Please,
Get
no.
your hands off me,
Please,
bro.
sir,
Don't.
there's no need. No. You're blocking
Bro,
everyone else.
I'm allowed to be here.
I
Don't fucking
understand,
bother
sir.
me,
Just
bro.
go
I'm
that
allowed to be
way.
here. Yo.
Please. Sir,
Yo,
please,
I'm not
sir.
blocking nobody.
There's no need
touch
for
me
this.
again, bro.
Sir, you cannot stay
Yo,
here.
stop fucking touching me, bro.
Let's go.
I'm not going
Please.
nowhere,
Sir,
bro.
you
I'm trying
cannot
to go that
stay.
way.
Okay,
So
okay,
then
go.
go.
Go
Get
that
the
way.
fuck
Let
off
go.
of me. Get the
Go,
fuck
sir.
off of me.
You gotta keep going.
Yo, give me a badge number. What's your badge number? 18. Yeah, 1085. Yeah, all right.
Yeah, sir.
Now, do me a
Sir,
favor.
you have to
Walk away. Walk away.
Go in the wall.
Yo, stop touching me, bro. Stop touching me. Why you can't get
Look
up on
at this,
me?
Rico. Look at everybody going
I'm
through
doing
here.
it.
Yo, walk away.
Thank you, sir. We appreciate it.
No.
Look,
Don't touch me,
there's a
bro.
baby right there. Watch your steps, sir.
Stop
Let's
putting
go,
your
let's
hands
go.
on me. You're not allowed to touch me. Yo,
Sir,
Cap.
sir, please.
Lieutenant.
Sir, please, you have to go. Just keep walking. Understand, sir. Watch
Yo,
out.
get off
Watch
of me,
out. There's a
bro.
little baby
You don't
here,
know where
sir.
I'm trying to go, bro. That's what I'm saying. Worry about them. Stop
Sir, you
touching me.
cannot stay here.
All right, give me
You're
your
the
business
only
cards. I
one.
want all your
Sir,
business cards. I
sir,
want your
sir,
business
keep
card. I
moving.
want your business card. Lieutenant, I want your business card. I'm making a complaint right now. You guys are not allowed to do this. I'm allowed to do what I'm doing right now. Recording public. Yes, I am. 14-189. Yes, I am.
Wait a minute. Ladies and gentlemen, there we go. Once again, with the Borogove explanations, I'm allowed to record. Tell me, anybody in the chat, tell me, how many times, put a number from 0 to 100, how many times did the cops ask him to stop filming? How many times did the fact that he was filming even come up? Because they love to say that. They love it. I could film. Don't you dare tell me not to film. How many times did the cops ask him to stop filming? They didn't. It never even came up. But as always, with all of these butterbrain, douche canoe, jackwagon, borogoves, that's all they got. You can't tell me to stop filming, but I didn't. But they always say that. Why? Because they're selling. So that goes back to the original point. He's supposed to be having fun on the 4th of July with his daughter at Coney Island. But when the cops ask him to move back to make room for the people that are trying to get through, literally he just showed there was a lady with a freaking baby carriage trying to get through. Instead of saying, oh, and moving back and letting them through, nope, he's got to turn on Frauditor mode and start arguing with the cops about quit telling me not to film when they never told him not to film. What's up, Betsy? Good to see ya. Anyway, let's see what else this douche canoe has to say.
Yes, I am. 14-189. Yes, I am. I'm not blocking no hazard. No, I'm not. Look, there's a crowd. There's a crowd. Lieutenant, they touching me again, bro. Wait, where's your business card? I want your business card too. Everyone's touching me. Get off of me. Get off of me. Take my phone. Take my phone.
Yep, that was it. That was where they slapped the cuffs on. So, yeah. That's the tale of Brooklyn Audit's building his arrest record even more. Because the whatever 22 times he's been arrested wasn't enough. Let's keep adding to it. All right. Because that's what I've always wanted. That was my goal in my life. Oh, my goodness gracious me. Listen, I got a couple things that I need to do as far as catching up with some back happy dances. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do quadruple duple. I'm going to do 4 in a row because I know that I owe some of you guys some. So I'd rather build a case of crabs than getting arrested all the time. That's another thing. Oh yeah, and then there's the video of the guy with the staged audit. Yep, that's right. I could look that up. I watched that video earlier. If somebody could send me a link to it, I could find it if I have to. How could the cops do that to that fine, upstanding young man? Anyway, I think I owe let's see, I owe one to well, I actually owe News Now Enemy a happy dance, and I think I owe Vestige a piece of happy dance as well. So I'm gonna do those, and then I'm gonna throw a couple in just in case there are any other ones I missed. One of the things that I've noticed is that sometimes, like, when I get going with something, and then like a chat or something comes in, I want to acknowledge it right away. But then sometimes if I do that, I'll lose my train of thought. And I'm trying to go back to what I was saying. So I try to finish what I'm saying, but then I might forget. But then, like I said, Salacious won't let me forget. So have faith, guys. You're going to get your happy dances. And here they come right now. All right. All right. All right. All right. Yes, yes, yes. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love you guys so much. Accurate Outrage. What's up? Good morning. And so, let's get into that. Since he's mentioned it several times, we'll go ahead and we will check that out right now. Let's see. Here it is. Get this on the screen. And then get rid of that one. And then get back to here. All right. This is a public service announcement, ladies and gentlemen, from Unclean Hands.
Good morning, y'all. Welcome back to the channel. I'm here, sadly, to let you know there's an imposter running around in chats, pretending to be me, trying to get you to contact him to get money out of you. Don't fall for it. You're looking at it here on the screen. You'll see a couple of problems. Up all the yellow circle parts, unclean hands. There's a 1 in my name on my page. This guy's got no videos. Joined July 4th, 2023. He just joined yesterday. This is not me. He has nothing on his page at all. So be wary in any chat where he's talking a lot. That is not me. I don't usually chat a lot in the chat part. But just beware. Now, this is what my page looks like. Okay, this is actually my page. That's my name up top. There's no 1 in it, but in the ad part, there's Unclean Hand 1. That's my thing. 12.8 thousand subscribers, 1,000 videos, and videos from Light. Always check that. If you check the About button over to the right, will tell you I've been here about two and a half, 3 years, something like that. But yeah, be very careful of this account. I've already reported it, and I'll put a link. Let me see. Yeah, I'll try to get a link to the channel and put it in the description. Let you know what account is fake, just so you don't fall for it. But make sure you know if anybody's asking you for anything. Make sure you know who they are. That's all I got. Thanks, and thanks to somebody pointed this out to me. Gary pointed this out to me. So thanks for letting me know. Talk to y'all later. Love y'all. Bye.
All right. Definitely, ladies and gentlemen, keep your eyes out for that and don't fall for the scam. There's a lot of criminals out there, man. It's rough stuff. Bad news. Not good. Not good. So definitely don't fall for it. Yeah, we all love Unclean Hands. Grifters are everywhere. Yes, yes, yes. And it's so bad. I actually once had something like that happen to me back in the day on Facebook. I started getting all these messages from people like, what do you mean? And what are you talking? I'm like, what are you talking about? What do you mean? I haven't talked to you in 6 months. Like, well, why are you coming to my Facebook asking me for money? I said, what? What are you talking about? So yeah, people do that. You know, they make sock accounts under other people's names. Speaking of which, I want to show you guys another thing because we were talking about me owing people happy dances. There's a video out there actually called "Where's My Happy Dance?" And it was posted by one little dirty, rotten, no good voodoo doll. Yes, we're gonna watch it right now. Where is it? This is awesome, guys. I love this video. Round of applause for News Now Voodoo for making this. This is great stuff. This is a video called "I'm June's Raffle Prize Winner. Where's My Happy Dance?" Oh, goody, goody. We got a lot of stuff to go forward to. But it does look like we got all the good people here that we need to get this done. So let's start. Oh, boy, oh, boy. And now, ladies and gentlemen, get ready for the grand prize game. The grand prize this month is going to be a signed dated copy of my book, a Rise and Shine with Hezokuai pen, the pen I'm going to use to sign the book, and number 15 out of 17 of the limited edition Schrodinger Cat hollow foil cards. The most powerful card ever created, invincible, unassailable, more powerful than you could possibly imagine, unparalleled vanquisher of stupidity. Are we ready? Are we ready? Let's get ready to go, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, this is gonna be great. I'm so excited. I love the drawings. Every time we do this, every month when we do this at the beginning of the month, it's so fun and exciting. Here we go. Oh, what the heck? It's
Nice.
no.
No, God, please, no, no, no.
Okay, News Now Voodoo.
What?
Whoever you actually are. Oh man. I don't want to make it controversial. But we all know that that's a sock account.
FBI, open
Person 1122 is happy that Voodoo won. All right. Well, in real life, hopefully you'll contact me and we'll get it all good in the email. So, all right. Let's put that on here. News Now Voodoo. All right. I love it. All right. Lunar Knight said, well, we don't know who that actually is, though.
Excuse me.
Oh man. Now he has a real handbook to do some good audits. Yeah, right? Oh, okay. Salacious knows who's actually behind that account. So that's good. That's good. That's good. Yeah, all right. I was not expecting that. want to make sure so that there's no controversy and there's no arguments, that everyone clearly understands that I did not make News Now Voodoo an account. Somebody made that account as a sock account as a joke because they're a News Now Voodoo fan. I have no idea who. I have no control over that account or anything to do with it on any level. So, it's all good. All right. To put it all in perspective for everyone, ladies and gentlemen, Paul Harvey.
Policeman. A policeman is a composite of what all men are, I guess, a mingling of saint and sinner, dust and deity. Called statistics, wave the fan over stinkers, underscore instances of dishonesty and brutality because they are news. What that really means is that they are exceptional, they are unusual, they are not commonplace. Buried under the froth is the fact. And the fact is that less than 0.5% of policemen misfit that uniform. And that is a better average than you'd find among clergymen. What is a policeman? He of all men is at once the most needed and the most wanted. A strangely nameless creature who is sir to his face and pig or worse behind his back. He must be such a diplomat that he can settle differences between individuals so that each will think he won. But if a policeman is neat, he's conceited. If he's careless, he's a bum. If he's pleasant, he's a flirt. If he's not, he's a grouch. He must make instant decisions which would require months for a lawyer. But if he hurries, he's careless. If he's deliberate, he's lazy. He must be first to an accident, infallible with a diagnosis. He must be able to start breathing, stop bleeding, tie splints, and above all, be sure the victim goes home without a limp or expect to be sued. The police officer must know every gun, draw on the run, and hit where it doesn't hurt. He must be able to whip two men twice his size and half his age without damaging his uniform and without being brutal. If you hit him, he's a coward. If he hits you, he's a bully. A policeman must know everything and not tell. He must know where all of the sin is and not partake. The policeman from a single human hair must be able to describe the crime, the weapon, the criminal, and tell you where the criminal is hiding. But if he catches the criminal, he's lucky. If he doesn't, he's a dunce. If he gets promoted, he has political pull. If he doesn't, he's a dullard. The policeman must chase bum leads to a dead end, stake out 10 nights to tag one witness who saw it happen but refuses to remember. He runs files and writes reports until his eyes ache to build a case against some felon who will get dealed out by a shameless Seamus or an honorable who isn't honorable. The policeman must be a minister, a social worker, a diplomat, a tough guy, and a gentleman. And of course, he'll have to be a genius because he'll have to feed a family on a policeman's salary.
All right. So the whole point of that video was that I never gave News Now Voodoo a happy dance because it was him who won. But that's not fair. So here's your happy dance. All right. Ole. I'm sorry, guys. Oh, I'm having too much fun. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, the next thing I wanted to talk about today, just in case any of you missed it, let me show you real quick. This guy, what's his name? Josh Abrams. I'll show you a picture of him. Where is it? There it is. There we go. There's some Josh Abrams for you. That's a skinny version of Josh Abrams. Tin. So this idiot Josh Abrams, he goes on Frauditor Trolls channel last night. Well, he didn't go on. He was in the chat. Oh wait, is it 8:20? Time for cupcakes. Happy dance. All right. Okay. Olay! All right. Yes. So anyway, so Frauditor Troll invited Josh up to his panel, but Josh didn't come up, but he was in the chat for a minute. But the whole thing is, I guess, apparently Accountability for All, Josh Abrams, has decided to start coming after us. And he actually mentioned, he says, hey, you know, if the algorithm says that 100% of my video was used, I'm going to put a copyright strike on you. And he put a strike on Frauditor Roundup. So Roundup was there. He's like, well, let's watch the video that you had removed and see that I put commentary on it, right? And, like, they're going back and forth, but I don't think that there was, like, because what I wanted to say is the way I understand it, I wasn't there to tell him this at the time. I was in the chat watching. But the way I understand it is that if I grab your video and I don't cut anything out, if I cut in my bits, that still falls under fair use. But because I didn't cut anything out of the original, it's going to show on your end that I used 100% of the original video. And that's what I mean, I don't know, because, you know, we'd have to ask YouTube. But it seemed to me like that's what was happening. Because Josh said straight up, I didn't watch the videos. It's just if it says 100% on my thing, I'm going to report them and get the video taken down. And again, you can use 100% of it, but if you cut it up enough, it still will fall under fair use. But I don't know. I mean, I don't know how YouTube does it. That's just how I thought it works. I don't know. But anyway, the point is, Josh Abrams is saying it's different. Because what we do is legal. Because you don't have an expectation of privacy in public. Fair use is legal. Like, it blows my mind, and I've said this before, and I'll say it again. And I'll keep saying it until these Jabberwocky idiots, these butterbrain douche canoe jackwagons learn, which they never will. I am not going to feel guilty about using your video under fair use legally when you purposely go out of your way to use the images of people who specifically ask you not to film them because legally you can. So you don't feel guilty about doing that. You're actually physically going up to people. No, but I'm getting to it. No, he didn't. He did mention my name, though. He said that he was telling Frauditor Troll that, well, I didn't hit everybody. I got a list of names of people that used my content that I didn't hit, and then he started reading the list, and Frauditor Follies was on the list. But he's like, but I'm not going after those guys because I only go after guys when it says 100%. But the point I'm trying to make is that he tries to build this narrative like we're supposed to feel guilty for using their stuff. But when you walk into a building and you see a woman sitting there and she says, will you please not film me? We all know that all of these guys, if you ask not to be filmed, they're going to go out of their way to focus specifically on you because you asked not to be filmed. And have no qualms about it and feel no guilt about doing that. Because it's technically legal. Fair use is technically legal. Same thing. So now I'm thinking you just put a target on your back, buddy. You're saying, I don't like it when people use my videos. Oh, but the people who you walk into their business, they're sitting there doing their job, sitting behind their desk typing. You walk in, they ask you not to be filmed. 15 minutes later, you're trying to get them fired. You're filing complaints against them. You're getting the cops involved. You're causing tons of chaos. And in some cases, actually getting them to lose their jobs. Making them quit because they're trying to hide from an abusive ex-boyfriend and they don't want their face posted all over because they're hiding from a scumbag. And you're laughing about it. You want respect from us? You don't respect any human being on earth. You're nothing but a disrespectful POS. And if you don't believe me, ladies and gentlemen, here's some accountability for all video. All right. Let's get my name on his list a couple times. Let's have my name start popping up on his list every day and see how he feels about that. And I'll tell him how guilty I feel is the same amount of guilt he feels for doing this to these poor people.
Can I help you with something?
Okay, right there. Look at this lady. What did she just say? Oh, I didn't even have it on the screen. So I'm going to go back and rewind it for a second then. Hold on.
They're better yet.
Yeah.
I'm a good person too.
Maybe we just need to, maybe we don't know each other better yet. Maybe when you tase me, we'll have a tighter bond.
Can I help you with something?
So she's sitting at her desk, working. Now, I don't know what planet he's from, but I know that here on Earth, like, if I'm doing something and somebody's standing right there, I can see him out of the corner of my eye. I know there's someone standing there. So I look over and I see that they're standing there with a camera and they're filming me. So now I'm going to start thinking, well, why is he filming me? I'm not going to think, oh, there's someone just minding their own business. No, I'm going to be like, there's someone who's filming my business. That is another big, huge key to me. Not one of them can explain to me how filming someone else's business is minding your own business. Makes no sense to me at all how that makes sense in their stupid little brains. So now you're working, and you see it, and you know there's somebody standing there filming you. Can I help you? Uh-oh! What a horrible, rotten, evil, vicious tyrant this lady is. How dare she speak to him in that tone? Wait till you see where that, just now, her just saying, may I help you? Wait till you see where that leads. at what Josh Abrams says about this girl who's just sitting there working. Oh no! Accountability for all sent me to strike you to get punished. Now Tay's News Now Voodoo. Oh no. Yes, these guys are just losers that are too lazy to get a job. That's right. Well, that's it. He loves going after women. That's a fact. And she, I mean, I'm not saying anything bad about her. Like, I don't think there's anything, wrong with her or whatever, but she is exactly his type. I mean, the type that he loves to attack. Like, I'm not saying, I don't mean it as an insult towards her. I mean, she's the kind of girl that she's the typical type that he would look at and see as a potential victim for his fraud. All right, let's get to the tasing real quick before we get back to the video. Oh, this is going to be fun for me. It's going to suck for Voodoo, though.
Blackheart Night. Oh, Blackheart Night. It's always you, isn't it? You dirty, rotten, no good. My spleen. All right. I'm a man.
That'll teach him, little punk. Speaking of punks, ladies and gentlemen, let's get back to the Josh Abrams video.
I'm sorry. I'm just trying to get some pictures and video. If you could just not talk for just 1 second, please.
For what?
Huh?
For what?
For me.
Okay.
Thank.
What's your name?
Huh?
What's your name?
Naya.
I'm sorry.
None of your business. Talking to me.
That's what it is you're doing.
And I don't need to tell you what I'm doing. You wanting to know.
Now, this is his compilation. So, his editing, not mine. She asked him, how can I help you? Oh, I'm just taking pictures. Why don't you be quiet and let me take my pictures? You're in her building. She's at work. She's at her job. She belongs there. And you're telling her to shut up? Mr. First Amendment hero? Standing up for freedom of speech, telling other people to shut up. Why don't you be quiet and let me film? But she's the bad guy.
Know what I'm doing is your problem. It's not mine.
Your attitude is going to be more problem here in a minute.
It's not going to be, and I'm willing to test that. So go ahead, make my attitude my problem. I'd like to see how you make it a problem.
It's your problem, not mine.
My attitude is going to be my problem in a minute.
Yeah.
All right, you know what you need to do?
What?
Find your business and mind it.
Babe, my business is right here.
Okay, then do you and I'll do me. You're having some trouble with that.
I'm doing me all day, every day.
If this is you all day, every day, that must be exhausting 24/7. Told me that my attitude is going to be my problem in a minute. Do you know how she's going to make my attitude my problem?
Hey, where are you streaming? I'd love to watch it.
Huh?
Anybody has questions, I'm more than happy to ask.
You don't want people to know where you're streaming because then they're going to want to call and talk to you.
All day.
No, you have other stuff to do. Like, why can't you just go back to doing your job? Why do you need to talk to me?
This is my job.
Your job is annoying people that want to be left alone. That's your job. No.
What is right? Literally, his job is to annoy people who want to be left alone. And he's saying, what, your job is to annoy people that want to be left alone? He's describing himself! Yes, that's Josh Abrams. Yes, they're the ones that act like tyrants, but say that they're there to expose tyranny. They're exposing themselves. And the audacity to accuse her of being the rude one when we just saw what was their initial interaction. He comes in and he says, or she says, may I help you? And he says, yeah, you could not talk while I'm filming. She started with the attitude? And now, hey, why don't you mind your own business? And then, well, you're filming her business. So how are you minding your own business by filming other people's business? Not one frauditor can explain that because there is no explanation to it. Well, their default is going to be, well, because it's legal. Yeah, but that doesn't answer the question. I could grab a calendar and I could tear it up to shreds. Well, why'd you tear it? Because I can. Okay, but why? Like, why did you rip it? Was there a reason? Did you want shreds of paper to, I don't know, use as kindling for a fire? Or were you angry and you were trying to express your anger through the tearing of the pages? Why'd you tear it? Because it's legal. That's not an answer. Because I get off on acting like a douche canoe, especially to women? Now that's an answer. Because I get a rush from making other people feel like shit. That's an answer. Because I'm a frickin' bully and I love using tyrannical control to enforce my will upon other people. That's an answer. Oh, well, it's technically legal. That's not an answer.
But I appreciate it. I just want her to leave me alone. That's all. I just want to take my pictures without. I don't want to speak to you.
Bye.
Then why are you walking into her office if you don't want to talk to her?
You're such a. Well, we do. This is my First Amendment right, so I was respectful, right? But now I'm going to choose to use my First Amendment and not be respectful because I told her that she's a piece of shit and she agrees. So go ahead and say it for the camera. I'm a piece of shit. And say I'm a piece of shit. There you go. You have no idea.
Now, that entire interaction do you see how it ended there? I was nice, but since she decided to be rude, what was the initial interaction? May I help you? Yeah, you can help me by being quiet while I'm filming, lady. Who started right off the bat by being rude? Yes, he walked into her building. Well, she doesn't own the building, right? That's her job. She belongs there. She's supposed to be there. She's supposed to interact with the clients. That's one of the things that really drives me nuts too. And I've been saying this a lot lately, is this whole idea, like, these public servants, we're paying them to serve the public. Right. That's what they're trying to do. But you idiots are getting in the way of them being able to serve the public. You are not the public. You're an individual random douchebag. The public are the people that want you to stop filming. The public are the people who actually are trying to come in that building to do legitimate business. You filming is not legitimate business. That building was not built for people to film it. That's legitimate business. If you walk into the DMV and you're trying to get your driver's license renewed, or you're trying to apply for new license plates or whatever, DMV, each local one's different. But that's legitimate business. In other words, business related to the reason the building was built. Service related to the reasons the public servants were hired in the first place. Nobody on their job description says your job at the DMV is to bend over and lick the boots of anyone who points a phone at you. Your job is to get some, like if you're the one who takes the driver's license photos, or if you're the one who does the eye test, or if you're the one who fills out the form and takes them and deals with the money and takes the payments, that's your job. To put all the paperwork and all the information in the computer, that's your job. That's what they're trying to do. That's what they were hired to do, to serve the customers who come in there to engage in the business that building was built for. Well, I'm going to go in that building to take pictures. That's legitimate business. The building wasn't built for people to take pictures in. So that's not legitimate business in that building. Now, you could say, well, what about architecture, this and that? They love to use that as an excuse. But that falls apart the second you start to look into it. Why? I've seen videos. I saw a Long Island Audit video where he walks into, I don't remember if it was a city hall or what it was, courthouse, something, police, whatever it was. What's up, Lisa? Good to see you. What's up, Rube? What's up, Logan? I remember recently there was a Long Island Audit video where he walked into a building, and wherever the building was, there was an actual mammoth skull behind glass in the building. That's something that someone might actually want to film. That's something that it makes absolute sense that people would want to take pictures of something like that. That's something cool. That's something different. That's something that's on display for people to see. Oh, and nobody bothered him while he was filming that. I saw a video. I don't remember who it was from. This was a while ago. But I saw a video where a guy was in a really old city hall, and the architecture of the building actually was absolutely fascinating. And as they were filming the walls and the arches and actually filming the architecture, nobody bothered him. That excuse doesn't hold up. Because in the videos where you actually are focusing on the architecture, it's always like, what are you doing? Oh, I'm taking pictures of, oh, cool. Here, let me show you this part here. Here, let me point out that part there. But the secretary sitting behind the desk and you point the camera at her, you're not filming the building. You're not filming the architecture. You're not making a documentary about something. You're just annoying the lady behind the counter for no reason other than to get a negative reaction. Oh, well, that's not why I'm doing it. Okay. All right. Let's put this together with like a human with a brain. All right. So you're going to tell me that that's not your intent. And how could we possibly know your intent? Okay. How many videos you got on your channel? 100? 500? 1,000? 10,000? This is your job? This is what you do. Okay. So you walk into a building. You see a lady sitting behind the counter working. You point the camera at her. She freaks out. So the next day you go to a different building and you see a lady sitting behind the counter working and you point the camera at her and she freaks out. How many times do you have to do that for you to learn that when you do that, people are going to freak out? How many times do you have to do that before you learn that people don't like it when you do that? It's impossible for you to convince anybody on our side that you don't know. Maybe, best case scenario, because I'm a kind-hearted person, maybe I'll give you one, maybe two. Maybe your first couple audits, you might be surprised at their reaction. And maybe I'll give you that. Maybe you didn't mean for them to react that way. Maybe you legitimately were just filming. You were filming them, and when they freaked out, you were surprised. And that wasn't your intent, was to make them freak out. But after you've done it 5 times, 10 times, 50 times, 200 times, you know for a fact they're going to hate it when you film them, because they always do. So there's no possible way you're going to convince me that that was not your intention. Because if that wasn't your intention, why would you do it? You know that they hate it when you do it. You know that they're going to freak out when you do it. So how can I possibly believe that triggering them wasn't your intention when you specifically go out of your way to do the thing that you know is going to trigger them? Getting them to freak out is the entire point. Yes. Exactly. Poor quality prank channels. Well, and that's the thing. That's why, like, Tua Pre is specifically annoying. Because he literally is a prank channel. He decided to make First Amendment auditing his new pranking. And the First Amendment auditing community thinks the guy's a genius. How much more evidence can you possibly hand to us on a platter that these guys are full of it than to get an actual admitted prank channel as a First Amendment auditor, and other First Amendment auditors are praising him and hanging out with him and celebrating him? Oh, he's bringing humor to it. There is no humor to what you idiots do. You people are soulless, heartless, tyrannical, anti-American douche canoes. Yes. Jackwagon Jabberwockies. Borough, bomb the holes. With a bit. They're full of shit. Yeah, that's it. That's what they do. They're douche canoes. They suck so bad. They make me so mad. They'll make the victim sad. But they make us really glad when they get arrested or they get tased. It's so awesome sauce to watch the boss stick it to them, because they're a bunch of turd ball eating douche canoes, giving me the douche canoe blues. All right. Anyway. All right. Okay. All right, fine, I'll do it. Ugh. Of course, he's not here. Like I said, he's always not here by the time I do it. But it's his fault, not mine, because I do it. I got a show to run here, man. He's not the king of my show. I'm the king of his show.
Snurdly, your legal lawyer for Uncle Artie's Bar and Grill of Stupidity. This message goes out to Dan from Lush News Network and Hezekiah from Frauditor Follies. Because Uncle Artie did not win any contest and you deliberately rigged it and you admitted it. Plus, you even had the audacity to let Dan win a prize on May's drawing. So, in that fact, we decided that Uncle Artie needed to get his revenge. He employed me to formulate a plan to get revenge and I conspired with Chili Di Castro, Chilita Di Castrated, as he's also known, from the channel Delete Laws. He claimed 56 copy strikes or so against Dan from Welsh News Network, which did not allow him to broadcast for 2 weeks. That'll show you, you son of a gun, for trying to rig a contest against Uncle Artie. It happened to be ironic that Uncle Artie won a contest the day after Dan from Welsh News Network was able to broadcast and won his Chili Decastrated's vile and lame attempt to do copy strikes against Dan. So, Dan, Hezekiah, if you decide to rig a contest again against Uncle Artie, Chulita is going to sue you for defamation and butthurt, and because you're more of alpha males than Chulita. So, if you have a problem with this, I advise you to go wreck yourself. Thank you and have a crappy day, you two. And Friday Wrangler, I'm coming after you next, you bozo.
Yes, that was Uncle Artie's Bar and Grill of Stupidity. That was his character, Turd Snurdly, the lawyer. Threatening to sue me. I love it. Beautiful for spacious skies and amber waves of grain and purple mountains majesties along the fruited plain. Sorry, I got all those songs in my head after yesterday. America, America, God shed his grace on thee and crown the good from brotherhood. Ladies and gentlemen, Frauditor denies that he's a frauditor by takedown exposing frauditors. All right.
By stating, first off, I'm not a First Amendment auditor, but I have watched enough YouTube to know that when being harassed by law enforcement to take out my phone and start recording.
Well, guys, you heard it right from his mouth. He's not a frauditor, but every chance he gets, he films the police. And it always makes me wonder how one individual has so many interactions with law enforcement if you're not a frauditor. And your channel does have videos of you filming the police on it. So I'm not sure where this guy's going with it, but let's get into the video and see what it's all about. I'm sure it's a bunch of BS. On the other note, everyone, I was checking out the analytics. I did make a mistake on it a little bit, but we got about 70% of the people still are not subscribed. So if you get a chance, could you please subscribe and turn all the notifications on? It really helps get the videos out there and helps the algorithm and exposes these guys for what they are. I'll see you down in the comment section.
What's your name and badge number, please?
Officer Brooks, I still need to see your license.
And you suspect me of
Your
reckless
license,
driving
sir.
for why?
Your license, sir.
For speeding, you say?
And
Did
traveling down one way.
Did you have me on radar?
Your
Was I
license,
on the
sir.
way to the hospital?
Your license, sir.
So this frauditor wants to argue with law enforcement. Now, let me get this right. He's in a hospital. You were traveling down a one-way street speeding. Let's just hear that one more time.
And traveling down a one-way.
Did you?
And traveling down a one-way.
Did you?
And traveling down a one-way.
Do you guys see how these frauditors think? I'm going to call him a frauditor. He says he's not, but I'm going to call him one because he's acting like one. He's in a hospital room, traveling down a one-way street, speeding. Wow.
Are you going to arrest me for reckless driving?
Your license, sir.
It's going to cite you for reckless driving, but you do have to comply with his order to identify yourself.
If I'm suspected of a crime. Or actually, I don't have to. I actually have to be under arrest under Penal Code 3802. Am I under arrest?
Your license, sir.
Am I under arrest?
Sir, provide your license.
I'm doing this because you're telling me I have to.
Correct.
Absolutely.
And to be honest with you, I want to comply. I've had really bad experiences with the police before. That's why I'm like the way I am. Please do not take it personal, and please remain professional.
I just thought of something. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't have to show you my ID. Now, I'm not talking about the I don't need an ID people. Because we have those. Those are like on the extreme sovereign citizen, Borogov, Jabberwocky level. But the I don't need to present my ID people. I have a question for them that I just thought of now. Is the entire purpose of having ID an excuse to take up space in your wallet? Why do you even have it? What purpose does it serve if you're never, ever, ever supposed to use it for anything ever under any circumstances? Then why have it? Why does it exist? What purpose does it serve on Earth? It's just for if you die, they'll be able to find out who you are? That's the only reason IDs exist. Well, no. Well, then, what's the point? Why were they invented?
Really appreciate
I have body cameras.
Oh, that makes
there
sense.
are 2 questions before I ask you to sign this. Number 1, I need your phone number. You don't have to give it to me. It's not a problem if you don't.
No, sir. I don't answer questions.
And your social security.
I don't answer questions.
Nope. Okay, not a problem.
I've provided everything I have to.
Okay, so
Say what?
Let me start by stating, first off, I'm not a First Amendment auditor.
So what this is a violation for reckless driving. I do need your John Hancock right here. Just a signature. It's not an admission of guilt.
Sir, isn't reckless driving a misdemeanor?
Because you're on federal property and I'm a federal police officer.
But I read through it real quick, and I'm not a lawyer, but I did call my attorney already.
Not a problem, sir.
They said I had to put people's lives or property at danger for reckless driving.
Why is it 7,500 of us, my subscribers, including myself, can figure this stuff out? Did you guys hear what he said?
But I read through it real quick, and I'm not a lawyer, but I did call my attorney already.
Not a problem, sir.
They said I had to put people's lives or property at danger for reckless driving.
Well, guys, I don't know how much clearer it could be. You were traveling the wrong way, down the road, speeding.
And traveling down a one-way.
Did you?
And traveling down a one-way.
Did you?
And traveling down a one-way.
Did you?
You didn't have to call your attorney for that. You just had to watch your video.
And
so operation of a vehicle in a reckless or unsafe manner. Do you know how fast you were driving, sir?
I don't answer questions. Do you know how fast I was driving,
okay.
sir?
Well, if you don't answer
do you know how
questions,
fast I was driving?
I just need you to sign right here, sir.
Did you have me on radar?
Are you refusing to sign the citation?
Do you have me on camera? No, I'm just kidding.
We do have you on camera.
Okay. Does that have radar on there?
Are you refusing to sign, sir?
No, I'm just asking if you have any evidence and putting a record of it, sir. That's it.
Here you go.
What do I have to do with this? Is it just pay a fine, or
I will explain the rest of the citation as soon as you sign. That bottom line right there. Yes, sir.
Here you are, sir.
All right.
Why do these people who are experts at the Constitution always try to hold court right then and there? Where's your evidence? Well, you presented at court. It's part of the judicial system. It's outlined in the Constitution. They need their evidence to present in court. Well, the First Amendment of the Constitution. Well, the Constitution explains how courtroom proceedings are supposed to work. And they're not supposed to be right there in the hospital or on the street corner or whatever. These people don't know a damn thing. They're idiots. They're dumb.
All right, sir. So what I'm going to hand you is a yellow copy and an envelope. There's instructions on the back of the copy of the yellow copy on where you can either send in your payment or you can fight the citation and appear in court, whichever you would like to do. There is a new address for if you want to send it in. You can also pay it online, not a problem. There's a 1-800 number.
Is this a criminal infraction or traffic infraction?
Traffic.
Okay, and
Here's your driver's license back. You did not give me any insurance or registration. So that is the only thing you gave me, correct?
I saw you walk out to the truck, and I know you already got it. So,
Is there anything else I can help you with, sir?
no, except I don't believe that I was driving recklessly, and if there was anything, I'm just trying to see.
Then fight it in court, douche canoe.
I'll see you there.
Have a good day, sir.
Trust me.
Okay, here I'm documenting that there's do not enter signs and where they are. There's one right there at that end of the parking lot. So I knew I couldn't pull in there. I parked right over in the handicap parking to the right. Where this white car is by this white truck is exactly where I parked. And if you follow this out and around the corner like you're going to exit, you'll see we come to a stop sign facing me. So that tells me that this is the correct way of travel. Otherwise, there would not be a traffic sign right there facing me. There has been recent construction in this area, but the signage has not been updated and it's not clear. So as a patient, it's very confusing.
Oh, yeah, that's confusing as hell. Why would anybody look at that and think it means
The officer approached me on foot, and as you can see, the only way to measure speed is a speed sign here that isn't working. I went ahead and attached some photos of the police reports. As you can see, he can't even get the description of my truck right in it. There's lots of inconsistency.
Well, guys, that was interesting. We get it. We all get it on YouTube, and everybody watching the video. We know what happened. We believe you. So this officer just decided to, not one, but two of them, just pick you out of a crowd, start harassing you, and just gave you a ticket for no reason. And you want us all to believe that. My God. And you're not a frauditor either. We know you're not a frauditor because you said you're not a frauditor, but you go around filming cops. Makes a lot of sense to me. I don't believe you. And let me know your thoughts down in the comments if you believe this character. I don't. I don't believe him one bit. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. It's a short one. It was a short one. And like I said, guys, if you are new to the channel, please do subscribe to the channel and hit that like button. It really, really does help out. I do appreciate it. And I'll see you all on the next video.
All right. You see, ladies and gentlemen, that's a perfect example of why these people are horrible, rotten, evil, no good, heartless, soulless douche canoes. They're demonic entities from the pits of hell, and they have no souls. That's right. Because, like, seriously, what's the it goes back to, what's up, Maggie K? It goes back to, like he said, right? He says it. He says, look, first of all, Why are there so many police interactions on your website? It goes back to how I first got into this whole shtick, this whole genre in the first place. How did I get involved? I was watching a video of a guy getting pulled over, and the horrible, rotten, evil, tyrant cops were giving him a hard time for no good reason. And so I said, hey, you know what? That's good. That's good that he's sticking up for his rights. So I wanted to see if there was a follow-up video to that, so I went to the guy's main channel. Immediately red flags started popping up because there were all these videos of these interactions with the cops, and I'm like, wait a minute. If you get pulled over once and the cop that pulls you over gives you a hard time, I'm glad you got that on film. That's great. That's cool. That's awesome. You're exposing that. Awesome. Great. But when I go to your channel and I see there's 200 videos where that happens, maybe there's something else going on. Nobody gets pulled over that often unless there's something else going on. Like maybe you're always going out of your way to try and get pulled over. In fact, there's a guy, I forgot who, damn it. But there's a guy who drives around in a car that he calls his bait car. He only uses that car specifically for when he's going out to get pulled over. He goes out of his way to keep the car not up to code to bait the cops into pulling him over. It's his bait car. Is it Joe Cool who does that? I think there's more than one. Unfortunately, there's a lot. But that's the thing. It's like they sell this like I'm just... And all of a sudden I'm swarmed by these horrible, rotten, evil tyrants that are picking on me for no reason. That doesn't happen. I'm not going to say that it's literally impossible that anything like that has ever happened in the history of the world. Obviously, anything you could describe has happened at some point. I was trying to explain this just the other day to Riot Girl Radio, but I don't think she even reads comments from anyone on our end at all. So it's probably pointless to even try. But there's this thing, and I think this is important for everyone to understand, you guys too. If you don't know what this is, I'm going to explain it right now. There's this thing called confirmation bias. What's confirmation bias? Well, let's say I'm sitting here and I'm thinking, wow, I keep hearing these Chuck Bronson. Yes, he has a bait car too. Absolutely. Maybe he's the one I'm thinking of. Anyway, in case you don't know what confirmation bias is, let's say that I hear stories about bad cops. So I go on and I do a Google search for bad cops. And I see like a video on YouTube of a cop legitimately doing something wrong. And I watch that video. And then like you get suggestions for other videos about similar subjects. So I start clicking on those. Now, the more of those I watch, the more of those are going to pop up in my recommendations, right? It's all part of the algorithm. So now I'm going out of my way to find videos of cops being bad. The algorithm is caught on to that. So now I'm just getting all of these videos of cops being bad. Confirmation bias. And yes, those videos are confirming your hypothesis that all cops are bad. But it's bias, it's confirmation bias because you're only looking for videos of cops being bad. The algorithm is only giving you videos of cops being bad. If you go on here and you do a search for videos of cops being good, the more of those you watch, the more the algorithm is going to start suggesting those. If you are a real, and this is the thing, when we say a real journalist, you guys will say, what, just because you work for Fox or CNN, that makes you a real journalist? No, that's not it. A real journalist would look at all of the bad cop videos, and then they'd look at all of the good cop videos, and then they'd get a spreadsheet, and they'd make lists, and they'd categorize them. And they'd say, oh, hey, look, this percentage of the bad cops were legitimately a civil rights violation. And then this percentage of the good cops were literally giving frickin' CPR to a baby and saving its life. And they would weigh them against each other, and they would actually figure out the actual percentages. That's legitimate investigative journalism. That's finding the root to the actual issue, as opposed to confirmation bias, which is if you look up bad cops, you're going to find bad cops. If you look up good cops, you're going to find good cops. But these guys, they believe anything they're told as long as they're told something bad. And it makes me sad that they're douche canoes. They're a bunch of butterbrain douche canoes. All the stuff they do makes you want to lose, because they lose their shoes when they try to get tased out of their sneakers. I don't want to hurt anyone's ears, or I'd break your speakers. I can. I could do it right now. No. Hey, I grew up on heavy metal, man. All right, let's watch another video before I get too crazy. I'm enjoying myself way too much today. Yesterday was a holiday. I love you guys. I'm energized. I'm ready to go. Don't you know? No. And somebody said earlier that I didn't look like I was 100% today. I got a stiff neck. I laid wrong last night. I slept like this with my pillows. So I woke up. I got kind of a stiff neck, so I'm a little stiff. But I feel good energy-wise, so we're ready to go, don't you know, and have some fun watching the show. Ladies and gentlemen, Kenny Clan TV with a video called You Can't Stop Me. All right. Here you go, ladies.
And educating this Kenny Klein TV. Tune in, please don't delay. Entertaining what we educate. This is what you need. Hey, Kenny Klein TV, let's go.
What is up, guys? Hope everyone is having a great day. If you're new to the channel, welcome. And if you're coming back, welcome back. And if you've yet to subscribe, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. All right, guys. So today, I'm assuming this is an older video just because of a lot of the imagery in the video. A lot of people have masks on and they're talking about disturbances and things like that. So I'm assuming this is pre-lockdown or right around when it started. That's what I'm guessing. The reason I'm showing you this video is because it is very interesting. It kind of goes to a lot of auditors' mindset and just how wrong they are. Let's get right into this.
You know, no, I don't understand what you mean. You're saying I can't go. I can't go on this block.
You can't walk through the block.
Why?
It's a secure block. It's secured. It's
why?
Only for people who live here or work here.
Why?
It's secured.
Why is it secure? You're stopping me from going about my day. So, I don't even want to be talking to you.
This is it's barriers here.
Why is okay? Who tells you I don't have something to do here? Who's telling you I don't have something? Okay, what if I'm trying to go about my daily business. You're stopping.
Just walk through the block.
You don't know what I'm doing.
This particular block is closed down.
So what is the reason? I want to understand what is the reason I can't go on the block. Listen, I'm talking to you. If you're stopping me, what is the reason I can't go? What is the reason? What is the reason that you're telling me I can't conduct the business? Security of what?
We're securing
Security of what?
For anything to happen in this block.
But buddy, I'm
sir,
I'm not.
sir,
I'm going about my business.
Cooperate.
Okay.
Please
I'm going
cooperate.
no, you're not telling me why I can't go down the block. And you just let this lady go. You just let this lady.
She has business over there.
Buddy, can you stop? Can you stop blocking me from going about my daily business?
Please just cooperate.
I'm trying to go down the block. Excuse me. Excuse me. Thank you, guys. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse
He's not going
me.
anywhere. He's just walking through.
Excuse me. Excuse me. What do you mean I can't walk through? What do you? How do you know? How do you know? How do you? I don't have to answer that.
Yeah.
Now, I think what this gentleman is forgetting to realize, and a lot of people forgot to realize, is during circumstances of emergencies and states of emergency, cities and states are granted extra powers to secure the public, not only just the public, but buildings and property and things like this. And that is exactly what they are trying to do here. All this guy had to say was, hey, look, I'm going home or I need to go to this business. And he's like, he just wants to walk through. Well, sir, we're not allowing that just because of things that are going on. But no. They have to have everything their way. They saw a couple YouTube videos and all of a sudden they are Mr. or Miss Know-It-all.
Yes, you
No, I don't.
This is a
What's your, all right, what are your names and badge numbers first off?
It's Castro's right here.
Can you tell me your name and badge number? You're
Badge
supposed
number,
to.
right here, right here. 18303. Castro.
What's your name and badge number?
It's right there.
Excuse me? Henry 6715. And what's your badge number?
6274, Officer Daldry.
And why can't I go through this block? So why did you allow that lady to go through?
She had business right there.
How do you know how do you know I don't have business?
I just asked.
It's not. I don't have to answer you. I didn't say no. I didn't say no. So I'm not allowed on this block if I don't tell you what I'm doing.
You can't go in.
No.
And what order, what law is that?
What do you mean what law?
This has been instituted ever since all of the destruction.
I don't know anything about that. What I'm saying is, what does that have to do with me going about my daily business?
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
What does that have to do with you? Well, you are trying to access said street. They are telling you in order to access said street, you need to give up this information. You do not want to give up that information. Very well, you are right, sir. You do not have to, but you are not gaining access. Kind of like, oh, I'm going to go to McDonald's. I want a Big Mac. Oh, I have to pay for said Big Mac. Well, I don't want to do that. Okay, sir, you do not have to give us money, but therefore you are not going to get access. Or if you think that's not really applicable or relatable, okay, what about a state building or something like that? You have to show your ID to enter this building. I do not want to show my ID to enter this building. Very well, sir. You do not have to show me your ID, but you are not going to enter this building. It's really simple. It's not rocket science.
Command block.
So, okay, so what is the order or the law or the regulation or the policy that says I can't go?
The city has ordered this, sir.
Okay, so can you lower your voice? I just want to understand.
I'm talking over a mask.
I don't know why this
mask. We're explaining to you. You're not answering us.
Because I don't have to.
You're not cooperating. So then we don't have to let you on this block.
You don't have to
let
me on this block.
No,
a taxpaying citizen going about his daily business isn't
But
allowed.
you do not have business on this block. This is not a regular.
I don't have business on this block.
We just asked you.
It's not your business. I'm not telling you anything. But you're telling me I don't have business and I'm not allowed on the block.
You're saying that to us because you can't seem to answer. You choosing not to cooperate.
No, I don't have to. I don't have to
So
tell you
don't
anything.
have to cooperate.
So call your supervisor. Call your supervisor. Call your supervisor.
Call our supervisor.
Call your supervisor. Because you're taking up a lot of my time.
You're taking up our time. We're
No, you're getting paid. You're stopping me from getting paid.
No, you're stopping
It's none of your business.
Our job, so that you don't belong on this block. If you can't answer what business you have on this block, you don't belong.
No, you don't have to.
You're literally stopping us from doing our job. All you have to do is walk around.
No, I don't have to walk around. What this is illegal. What you're doing is illegal. You're abusing your power.
No, it's not.
All right.
If you can tell us what business you have, if you have business
Preventing me from securing this block.
I'm not preventing you from doing it.
Yes,
You're
because
preventing me
I have
from
to-
handling
I
my
have
business.
I have to talk to you.
No, you don't have to talk to me. It's a city block.
It's not a regular block right now.
Why?
That's why I'm
You
explaining.
still haven't told me.
I did. And she did too.
Securing the block of what? Of me walking from where I have to go?
It's for anyone that does not.
So when I go home, I want to be able to find the policy and understand why I'm not allowed to go on the block.
Sure. If you listen to the
You're not
rules
telling
and
me. You're not
regulations,
telling me
and
anything.
they have been changing daily.
This has been going on with all.
Okay, so when I leave here and I call 311 and I say I wasn't allowed. I was on 30th Street. I was trying to take care of some
And
business.
let them know
They told me I
that
wasn't
on
allowed
30th
on the
Street,
block. I want to
on
understand
30th
why.
Street, that there is a New York City Police Department. All police departments have started securing their block based on what happens in Brooklyn, because people were coming in through the blocks and just trying to destroy the commands. And they have been destroying the businesses. If you notice, things are boarded up.
I'm
So
one
that's
person.
why, listen, that is why moving forward, the commands, specifically the blocks with commands, have been boarded off, and we have been asking people what is their business on the block. All you had to do was just say, I gotta go to 150 or whatever. No problem, sir. That's it. You asked us for our shields, our badges, we gave it to you and no problem. The only person who is being difficult here is you.
Yeah. I don't have to tell you my
and
business.
they're going to tell you the same thing.
All right, I want to get it from a
So now you're
supervisor.
wasting more of your time.
I don't understand either. What the hell are you afraid of? I'm going from A to B, minding my business. You're telling me I can't go, and you're raising your voice. For what reason? For what reason? I don't understand it. I don't understand it. It doesn't make any sense.
Look at him.
Resting failure face. Priceless.
I mean, that really was a failure. All that hemming and hawing and complaining, and he just turns away and walks away. That was ridiculous. I mean, if he was hoping to accomplish anything except show that he likes to complain, that's about all he did during this. I mean, he showed that he likes to complain. He didn't want to comply. And hey, he didn't have to. But he wasn't going to gain access to that street because of, the things that were going on at that time, because everything was crazy. I think we can all agree upon that. What did you guys think? I thought the police handled the situation quite well. Very, very cordial with the young man. Didn't violate any rights whatsoever. Of course, he probably thinks the otherwise. He probably thinks he was so treated unfairly, but more likely he wasn't. What did you guys think? Let me know in the comment section. All right, guys, hope you all have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you again with another video. Peace.
All right.
Good stuff, ladies and gentlemen. Good stuff, as always, from Kenny Klein TV. All right. So I just tried to add something, and tell me if this works. Let's see. I got to say something really, really bad or stupid. Knock, knock. Who's there? Boo. Boo hoo. What are you crying about? Did it work? Take it easy, Zerzu. Good luck. Keep them penguins on that frozen wasteland. Oh man. I don't think the city council has read Poster 7 thoroughly. Yeah. That's their job. Forget running the city. They have to memorize Poster 7. Just like the Sheridan City Council. Forget about getting rid of all the crime in Sheridan. Forget about making it safer for people to walk down the street. Forget all that. Your job is to fire whoever Regan Benson tells you to fire. Yes, 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 yes. Anyway, yeah, it's really crazy sometimes the way that these guys act with so little logic. I mean, there was so like we all know that they have illogical logic, right? And that their arguments make about as much sense as Jabberwocky and the Borogoves. See, that's why I don't know. Like on one hand, I really want that to catch on, but on the other hand, I don't know if it's going to because people like pronounce it. But Jabberwocky, that's easier to say. $2 for Blackheart Knight. A bad joke means you got to punish News Now Voodoo with a 10.9 level tase. Ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who don't know, Blackheart Knight has inserted a auto taser, a little microchip in News Now Voodoo's spleen so that he can actually control the tasing without me physically stabbing him. And he's decided to set it for 10.9 and give him a stabbing. So let's see how he handles that one.
Thanks for feathers, dang nabbit ass. I'll just mean it, like meaner than. All right, Blackheart Knight. Yeah. Okay, has bad joke equal. News Now Voodoo punished. Tase level 10.9. Oh, great. That's so great. Oh boy. Thanks a lot, Hez. I can't wait. This is gonna be so much fun. You know what? When this tase is over, Blackheart Knight. Oh, I'm gonna get you. Oh, I'm gonna get you. But I don't like you. I can see it. I can film it. Go home if you don't want to be filmed. Oopsie. I think I'm gonna poopsie. Oh no! My handcuff fell. Oh no.
That's all right. These things they come off. Like it's not broken. Because I don't want Salacious to see this and be like, ah. No, they come off. It's a thing. Like they're removable, so all you gotta do is just click it right back in. Wow. That was a good tasing because this thing's hard to get back on, which means I had to shake them real hard to make it fall off. There you go. See, I usually, when I just keep them at rest, I usually do this so that it's not just hanging because then the weight of the one pulls down on the other one. You know what else I noticed? If you guys ever go back, Pearson 1122. BSBT's dentist. That's why That's why he's got the bad teeth. Anyway. Oh, thank you, thank you. Oh no. Yeah. Anyway, his necklace is green. So if you ever go back and watch any of my News Now Voodoo videos, you could tell when I'm using green screen because his necklace disappears and becomes part of the background. It's hard to tell because it's small and subtle. But it happens. In case anyone forgot or doesn't know, this pile right here, these are the prizes for this month. They're going to be going out real soon. I think I got just about all the addresses I need. I think I only need like one or two, and then we'll be all set. Whoa, wait, what's going on here? Oh, okay, yep. Unclean hands, yeah. Let's see. At least the paperwork is moving along. Yes, yes, yes. Broken system, broken trust is what happens when Sylvester the cat becomes an auditor. Suffering succotash. Oh, you guys are brutal. I love it. So now I think I'm going to follow that one up with Truth Science 151, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, yes, yes. Truth Science is great. They usually just do the more stuff, but it's still awesome. And Truth Science is really good. So every once in a while, I like to show one of their videos, one of his videos to, kind of just support his channel because I like the guy. I like his work. So let's take a look at what Truth Science is up to. This is a video called Sovereign Citizen Facing Armed Robbery, quotes the Bible inscriptions as his defense. And I love when they do stuff like that. In fact, I just showed a video or watched a video the other day. Oh, yeah, I covered it here on one of my morning shows. The guy kept talking about it was a child support case. And he's like, well, God is my thing, and I follow the Bible, and I follow God's law, not man's law, and this and that. It's like, all right, so where in the Bible does it say, don't take care of your kids? How could you I hate when they do that. And I mean, that goes all the way along the line, not just with these guys, but in life in general. Anytime anyone uses the Bible as an excuse to resort to violence, it's like, maybe you need to read it again. Because it kind of specifically says, thou shalt not commit murder, treat others the way you want to be treated, all these things about like not doing that. I don't know, man. Let's see. Holy, this craziness was the funniest way to start the morning with little sleep, so hitting the like button works, y'all, so hit it. All right. $5 from Highway Star says, Voodoo, your cuz got caught trying to escape, and it's all your fault, so you know what's next. Oh, no. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. $5 from Highway Star. Gives him a happy dance. All right. I know. You wanted me to tase Voodoo. I know. Let's see. Hold on. Let me work on something real quick here, because I think I can do this now. Boom. There you go. All right. Now let's really make this craziness insane, because then I could do this. There you go. And then it's not as big. But then it covers up my name. All right, so let me take that down. All right, so let's see how that works. Let's see. Oh, by the way, for anyone who missed it, I showed this the other day. I put News Now Voodoo into an AI just to see what would happen, and this is what came out. That's all right. That's pretty wild, I think. I thought that was fascinating. That's the actual pimp right there. He's got the suit and everything and the fancy shoes. Heck yeah. It's like his arm is like scissors instead of handcuffs. It's pretty wild. Anyway, let's go ahead and give him the tasing he's been asking for. Oh, yeah.
Who called for this one? Highway Star. Highway Star again? Oh, yeah. Yeah, we all know Highway Star. Yeah, that's my favorite song. I'm a highway star. Yeah, I know that that's not your real favorite song. Your real favorite song is Oops, I Did It Again. I fell on my butt. And you all stink so bad. Yeah. Oh, man, I ain't gonna get tased. You watch, Hez ain't gonna do it, right, Hez? Oh! Oh, no! Oh, gee! I'm a pimp. You're the simp. I've been eating all the shrimp, yeah.
Shut up! Ow! Damn Vikings. Shut up! Damn Vikings. Why is this? Much better. All right. I'm sorry. The Vikings, they come down from the sky. And they sing about spam. Spam, 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 spam. Spamity spam, wonderful spam. Spamity spam, wonderful spam. What do you got? Oh, we got spam. We got eggs and spam. We got egg sausage and spam. We got spam, egg, sausage, and spam. We got spam, egg, sausage, baked beans, and spam. We have spam, spam, egg, sausage, baked beans, spam, and spam. I don't like spam. Well, I'll eat your spam. I love it. Ladies and gentlemen, Truth Science.
Good morning, Mr. Pritchett. I have a question for you. I noticed you filed something the other day, actually it was a couple months ago, where you used the last name of McQuay. I hope I haven't been using the wrong last name. How do you prefer to be called?
Are you aware that scriptures state Colossians 3:17 to do and say all in the name of the Lord Jesus?
Excuse me, sir, but what in the doohickey does scriptures have to do with anything? You are in court. I ask you this question. Why are you quoting scriptures in a courtroom? And it's crazy. This man is clearly locked up. You can hear the shackles making noise. This is crazy.
Yeah,
So on the record, I do also believe that there's been a mistake
to see Truth Science.
that legal name, that if anybody here presuming me to be that name, whereas the facts and the evidence proving that I own that name or have been obligated to assume or claim it as personal identification.
So what name would you like me to use? I'm happy to be flexible here. McQuay or Pritchett or Colossians. What would you like me to use?
Am I prohibited from following the teachings of Holy Scripture that says to do and say all in the name of the Lord Jesus?
You are not prohibited from doing that. I'm just asking you to be polite and answer my question as to which name you'd like me to use for you.
am I again prohibited from following the teaching of Holy Scripture that state to do and say all in the name of the
He
Lord
answered
Jesus?
that question twice.
Excuse me, sir, but the judge is simply asking you, what name do you prefer to use? Now, you trying to use scriptures as verbal acrobatics is not going to help you. Just answer the freaking question.
I already answered that question. You are not prohibited. Okay. You're welcome to sit down if you want. You can stay standing. I'm going to refer to you as Mr. Pritchett until you correct me.
Why would you continue to presume that that legal name is mine when there has been no facts or evidence proving that I own
Because I just
that
asked
name
you,
or
what
have
name
been
do you want
obligated
me
to
to use,
claim
and
or
you won't
assume
tell
it
me?
as mine? Does the prosecutor have the facts and evidence proving that I own that name?
So what name do you own?
What name do I own? The scriptures state, again, are you aware that the scriptures state to do and say all in the name of the Lord Jesus?
Okay.
Have I ever claimed that name on record? Have I ever stated that I own any name?
I don't know. I'm not able to be around you all the time. So that was my question. What name do you claim?
If I'm not prohibited from following the teaching of the Holy Scripture, which again state to do all and say all in the name of the Lord Jesus, then why are you asking what name do I claim?
Well, because if the Lord Jesus is telling you to say all, and my question is, by what name do you go? It seems like he'd want you to answer that question and say all, as in, what is your name? But if you want to go against the teachings of the scripture, I guess you'll have something else to settle up later on. So you tell me what name you'd like me to use.
Now, I must admit, that was a good one, Judge. Now, this fool was trying to quote scriptures and all of this other nonsense and playing these name games. Sir, the name game is not going to work. You are the person that committed the crime. The name that they are calling you right now is the name that's on your birth certificate. There's no way to wiggle your way around that. It doesn't matter if you want to be called something else. You, in fact, are still the person that committed the crime.
Do scriptures not tell me that?
And I love, that's another reason why I don't mind showing this video again. Again, one, because this is Truth Science's version, so it's different. But two, I love the judge's reaction. Well, you just said 3 times that you're here in the name of Jesus saying all in the name of the Lord. So say all, which includes your name. So tell me your name, unless you're trying to go against Jesus. Is that what you're trying to do, sir? I love it. This judge is awesome. Yeah.
I am using the name of the Lord Jesus
in vain.
I'm happy to call you Jesus if that's what you'd like. I don't know that is that what you're asking?
I'm asking again, if I'm not prohibited from following the teaching of the Holy Scripture, do you have a name of your own?
I do. It's right here. And I don't mind you calling me that. And I'm not going to make you prove that that's my name. It'll just make conversation work better. And so that's why I was asking you how you'd like to be addressed. I'll just say, sir. How about that? Sounds like that works. Sir, you're going to get tired if you stay standing the whole time. Do you want to take a seat or are you going to stay standing?
I just believe there's been a mistake. Why have you not dismissed this case yet, Mr. McBurney, when there has been no facts or evidence presented by the prosecutor proving that the Constitution, codes, rules, and laws that the charges are based on and the charges itself apply to me and that you have personal jurisdiction over me?
That's what we have a trial for. But because you and I, we'll take turns. You and I have had some trouble working through some things because we get in this endless loop about the scripture and what's your name and jurisdiction. I don't get to dismiss things, but a jury can decide that the state didn't prove the charges against you. We just have a little bit of road to cover to get to that trial. And we were going to handle one of those things today.
How are we going to move forward with the trial again if the prosecutor has failed to present facts and evidence proving that the Constitution, codes, and laws apply to me and that anybody has personal jurisdiction over me?
So they've already done that, which is why we're moving forward.
Can I please see these facts and evidence proving that the Constitution, codes, and rules apply to me and that you have personal jurisdiction over me?
Your Honor, may I make a suggestion?
Sure.
Can we please, before we get into the 418, can we start with the Feretta hearing?
That's what I'm trying to get.
And I also have some particular jail call that I think would shed light that Mr. Pritchett does have a solid understanding of the facts and what's going on. And that jail call would segue nicely into the 418.
Uh-oh, you're in trouble now. They have a jail call with some incriminating things that you must have said. Now, first and foremost, sir, the courts have already proved jurisdiction over you. You are in custody. If they didn't have jurisdiction over you, then you wouldn't be in custody right now, Bob.
Okay. No, my thought was that we worked through the Feretta hearing first. I was just trying to see how best to refer to the gentleman in the red jumpsuit. I'm going to call him sir until he asks for a different moniker. Sir, I appreciate your concern about personal jurisdiction. My concern is different today, and that is whether you want to represent yourself as we move forward in your quest for proof of personal jurisdiction and the state's effort to prove the charges that have been brought against you beyond a reasonable doubt. Are you ready to talk about representation?
Can the prosecutor present the facts and evidence proving that the Constitution, codes, and rules and laws apply to me and that anybody here has personal jurisdiction to even be having this hearing?
Sure. You know what? I will ask him about that. But before we can do that, I need to make sure that you want to represent yourself. You've been doing a good job of that, but we've never had the conversation that I'm required to have with you to let you represent yourself.
How can we move forward on a Feretta hearing or any type of hearing if personal jurisdiction has not been proven?
This guy is fucking stupid.
Do you have any evidence that there is no personal jurisdiction over you?
Who is the burden of proof on?
You tell me. Who do you think it's on?
Who is the burden of proof on?
I'm asking you. Who do you think it's on? And if you think
whoever is who is claiming personal jurisdiction over me?
Who is?
I'm asking who here is making the claim of personal jurisdiction over me?
I don't know. Who do you think is?
I'm asking who here is making the personal claim of jurisdiction over me?
Right. Well, so judges don't do that. So who is it that you think is claiming jurisdiction over you?
This judge is making a complete fool out of this guy. This is hilarious. This defendant, he doesn't even know where to go now because the judge is asking him all the right questions.
Aren't you the one that's supposed to know that? That's why I'm asking you. That's not an affirmative answer. Can you please give me an affirmative answer of who here is claiming personal jurisdiction over me?
I'm wondering who you think is. Maybe no one is. Maybe no one's claiming personal jurisdiction.
Is that the case?
What do you think the case is?
I'm asking you, is that the case? That is no one here claiming personal jurisdiction over me?
It seems like the state of Georgia and Fulton County are claiming personal jurisdiction over you, but I'm wondering who you think it is because you want someone to prove it up. And I'm wondering who it is who you think needs to.
If the state of Georgia is claiming personal jurisdiction over me, can I please see the facts and evidence proving that the Constitution, codes, and rules and laws apply to me and that they have personal jurisdiction over me?
So let me ask you a question. What is it about you having been arrested in Fulton County? What is it about you that would make you not subject to the personal jurisdiction of the state of Georgia here in Fulton County.
What are you relying on to say that because of my physical location, personal jurisdiction applies to me?
Well, that would be the law. That's how it works.
And
if you walk over to Alabama and jaywalk and get arrested for jaywalking, guess who has personal jurisdiction over you? It would be that jurisdiction where you are found. Guess where you were found? You were found in Fulton County in the state of Georgia.
And again, you said that the code or law says that, correct?
That's not what I said.
So you did not just say that what you are relying on to say that the state of Georgia has personal jurisdiction over me. Did you just say that you're relying on the law?
I am.
State. And again, my question remains, where are the facts and evidence proving that the codes and laws of the state of Georgia, which you are relying on to prove jurisdiction, apply to me?
Listen here, numbnuts. The laws apply to you by the simple fact that you are in the U.S. territorial jurisdiction. Your feet are on the soil. You were in the territory of Georgia. So Georgia has jurisdiction over you because you committed a crime in Georgia. Your feet were on U.S. soil. So you are within the U.S. legal jurisdiction. Point blank, period.
So, sir, it's not my role to prove anything to you. If you want to take up a challenge later on that somehow the state lacked jurisdiction over you or the police lacked jurisdiction over you, you're free to do that. I don't have a written motion in front of me that challenges that. Even if I did, we couldn't go forward on that till we work through who is representing you. And that's the conversation we need to have.
Does the state have this evidence here with them today?
I don't know. You don't get to ask them any questions like that until we figure out who your lawyer is. Are you representing yourself, or should I appoint a lawyer to represent you? We always come back to that. We can't move forward with your deep question about personal jurisdiction until we figure out who represents you. And I'm happy to appoint someone. In fact, I've done that before.
Are you aware that scriptures teach that in 1 John 1 that we have an advocate in heaven, Jesus Christ? Am I prohibited from following the teaching of Holy Scripture?
No, we've covered that one.
So again, I don't understand why they bring up that argument. Like, well, why can't I go by the Bible? Oh, so the Bible says that armed robbery is okay? Are you freaking nuts? How is this supposed to be a thing at all? Like, for these idiots, these butter-brained douche canoes, Jabberwocky bungholes. Yes, I'm pretty sure Jesus didn't tell this guy to rob someone. It's so insane the way these people use religion to try and support their evil. It's so dumb. But, see, this is the thing with these guys, okay? It's always this sort of like idea that they have, like, okay. No, snafu, I know. They're the ones who need to read it. I know exactly what you're talking about. That's our big argument. Even because I myself am someone of faith. I believe in God. I'm Christian. Okay? But when someone like Team Skeptic who specifically has stated outright that he's an atheist, comes out and quotes Romans to these idiots, even he knows that these guys are wrong. Because I've seen Skeptic quote those exact verses to these idiots. Like, when even people who don't believe in the Bible know that it doesn't say what these idiots are saying it says, that should be a sign to these idiots that they're wrong.
How old are you? Is this a godly institution? How old are you? Mr. Before we move forward, can you please help me better comprehend the nature and cause of the actions and proceedings against me?
Sure. It is alleged that in November of 2019, you and Mr. Robinson went into a house that had been rented out for the evening by a bunch of college students. They were flying out of town the next day. You went in with Mr. Robinson. You were assisted in getting into that house by Ms. Riley and Ms. Kalish. Once inside, you beat and robbed most of the occupants of the house. You got a bunch of drugs, you got a bunch of money, and you left. It was an armed robbery. It was a home invasion. And Ms. Riley drove you and Mr. Robinson and Ms. Kalish back to your friend, Mr. Coleman's house. Mr. Coleman, you knew from an earlier case that we'll be talking about, to which you've already entered a plea of guilty, had your probation revoked, and your first offender status revoked. So that's what we're talking about. But that's not news to you. I'd love to get through this process about whether you want to represent yourself with the assistance of Jesus or anyone else you want to rely on, or if I should appoint a lawyer to represent you. But we have to do that before we can get to this personal jurisdiction thing or any other legal concern you may have about this case.
Wow. So this guy, he's a very dangerous sovereign citizen facing armed robbery. I don't think Jesus instructed you to go around and rob college students, Bob. Like, what the hell is wrong with you? Your sovereign citizen / scripture defense is not going to be beneficial for you, buddy.
Case.
How can we have a proper hearing again if personal jurisdiction has not been proven with facts or evidence? Again, is this a godly institution?
Mr. Hiles?
So, in reviewing some of the jail calls in preparation for this hearing, I think one of the things that Mr. Pritchett brought up last time, and one of his concerns, was that we did not have the minutes to show that the indictment was returned in open court.
Right, I saw that. That was the Mr. McQuay letter.
But understanding that there are no minutes of the grand jury. However, all of the indictments are returned in open court when the sheriff's office, along with the presenting attorney, physically brings the indictments over. The judge reviews it and signs that form. That seems to be the proof that he's looking for. And so I would defer to you on how to obtain that, where the records are kept for the cases that are indicted, that the judge's signature is. But if I need to get those records from the day that this indictment was, this case was presented to the grand jury and then signed off by the presiding judge, I would be more than happy to do that.
You can. I don't know that that's necessary yet. I'm hearing Mr. Pritchett have a more fundamental concern about personal jurisdiction. It's sort of black letter law. If you are alleged to have committed a crime within the physical jurisdiction of Fulton County has personal jurisdiction over you. But I'm happy to let Mr. Pritchett, Mr. McQuay, Jesus, or a lawyer appointed to represent Mr. Pritchett explore that. It's just not something we do orally. That's not the format. And I need to figure out through you, Mr. Pritchett, if you are going to represent yourself. You have a right to do that. I'm not trying to stand in the way of that, but I can't legally let you do that until we have a conversation that makes me comfortable that you understand the consequences of deciding to represent yourself. You are able to do it, but we have to have that conversation first. And you're aware of that. You're the one who mentioned the Ferretta hearing. So I would like to work through that, but you need to begin to engage those real basic questions like, how old are you? Not even asking your name anymore.
How is this indictment even applicable to me if I have not been named, nor if you do not know my God-given Christian name? And while you're at it, can the prosecutor please present the facts and evidence, again, proving that I am governed by your Constitution, codes, and laws, or that I ever owed a duty of allegiance and subjected myself to a state in violation of the first of the 10 commandments?
Excuse me, sir, but what part of you are a U.S. citizen and you must abide by the laws of the land don't you understand? It doesn't matter if they quote unquote don't know your name. You just committed a robbery, armed robbery. So I'm sure you have been arrested before. So all they have to do is fingerprint you and boom, now they know who you are. So stop it with this foolishness. This line of defense is not going to help you.
So, Mr. Pritchett, tell me how old you are.
Is this a godly institution?
How far did you go in school?
Before we move forward, does this court recognize and acknowledge the supremacy and sovereignty of Jesus Christ and the church established on earth?
So that's a personal choice, and I'll let you rank it however you want to rank it.
Are you not aware that your law, Public Law 97-280, states that the Word of God, the Bible is the Word of God, and that there is a recognition of the need to apply the teachings of Holy Scriptures? Are you trying to apply these teachings, or are you not subject to the laws of the United States government?
It sounds like you can read because you've been reading, and I know you can write. So I'm able to work through part of this checklist because I've read some of the things that you've mailed to the clerk of court.
Yes, Judge, you are correct. This sovereign citizen does, in fact, know how to read and write, but that doesn't say anything about his comprehension level, because this man clearly isn't properly comprehending what he is reading, and that is the issue.
Have you ever worked before?
Where is the evidence of any legal obligation for me to participate in proceedings that I have not been named?
I don't think you have a legal obligation. You don't have to participate, but then I'm going to need to appoint a lawyer to represent you. And then I will rely on him or her to make decisions in your case. You're welcome to be in court with this lawyer, but if the way you choose to participate is by engaging in this circular silliness that you've been doing right now, then I probably have to ask you to wait back in the holding cell, and then your lawyer would have to represent you with you not in the courtroom. And that rarely works out well for a defendant. So whatever name you want, you're a defendant, and you need to figure out what you think is the smartest way forward, because we are going forward. We're done with the circles. The next time you come back here, if you choose not to participate, and you don't have to, in this Ferretta hearing that we're going to have, the next time you come back here, the lawyer who's going to be representing you at your trial will be here, and that's who I'll be talking with. I won't be talking with you.
On the record, is there any evidence I have a legal obligation to recognize the court as sovereign, or what the court represents as sovereign?
You have no obligation. You can sit quietly and just see what happens. And maybe you get acquitted and then you finish serving your sentence on your other case.
Where is the evidence, again, that you or whoever has claimed personal jurisdiction has any authority at all over me to even proceed forward with trial or any hearing? Where is this facts and evidence? If the prosecutor has it, can I please see it?
Actually, he does have something that I'd like to hear. Can we hear that jail call now?
Sure. Miss Nelson, will you please give me the ability to share my screen?
Oh, that's me now.
Oh, okay.
You can.
is a prepaid collect call from an incarcerated individual at Fulton County Jail. This call is not private. It will be recorded and may be monitored. If you believe this should be a private call, please hang up and follow facility instructions to register this number as a private number. Thank you for using Securus. You may start the conversation now.
Hello?
Hey,
Yeah, what's up, man?
how you feeling?
Yeah, I'm good, man. You got the shower and stuff. Chilling on.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm sorry you had called yesterday and
So real quick, guys, I just wanted to point out a couple of things. First of all, I wanted to mention that this whole thing, basically from this point, there's a phone call where he's talking to his mom, and it's not like he admits that he committed the crime or whatever, but the way he talks to her is basically, because the whole point is they're trying to do Ferretta and make sure that this guy isn't just a lunatic. And he's talking to his mom, and he's like, oh, that's all right. I'm going to go to court tomorrow, and I'm going to tell them what's what, And it's like, okay, he planned this whole thing out. We know that he's playing a game in court, and that's basically what he was telling her he's going to do. When I go to court tomorrow, I'm going to, I'm going to talk, basically saying I'm going to talk in circles and show them what's what. But what I wanted to say is that, what did the fish say when it hit the wall? Damn! All right, that was a contribution from the wonderful and fantastic Lisa. Round of applause for Lisa, ladies and gentlemen. I got all the box sets of the newest Star Trek. Here's what makes me mad. When I first moved from Chicago, because 30 years of my life I lived in the city. So I had 30 years worth of crap all piled up. So when I moved, got married, started my family, and moved all my stuff out and moved up to Wisconsin, there were a couple things that I lost or got damaged in the process of moving. And what I used to have, I had the box itself was the deck of the NCC 1701, and then inside were the Kirk, Spock, Chekhov, Scotty action figures. The whole front crew, all the officers. That was such an awesome toy. And I kept it in the box because the box, like I said, was the deck. It was great. No idea what happened to it. I have no idea where it is. Haven't seen it since the move. I remember packing it. $2 from Highway Star. Time for my checkup. I'll let you guys know Thursday. All right. Good luck. Hope everything turns all right. Here's a happy dance to put you out there in a good mood. All right. Thank you. Another joke fail equals News Now Voodoo being punished. Tase him. Oh, no. How is it Voodoo's fault has bad jokes? Parson 1122 tries so hard to stick up for... Oh, Mark Rules, what does he say? Chicago, Wisconsin, France, Brussels, Texas, Florida. I think you're on the run, Hez. Don't tell anybody. All right. This is going to be a gooder because it's coming from Blackheart.
Oh no, Blackheart Knight. You got me so depressed, Blackheart Knight. I'm sorry, I can't do it. I was gonna pretend that I care. I don't care. Go ahead. Tase me. I'm a tough guy like Direct D. I can take it. Just like like Brooklyn Hornets. I'm hardcore, baby. I don't care. Tase me. Go ahead. Go ahead. Press the button, Blackheart. Go ahead. Press it. See? Ow. Okay, see, I don't mind. Ouch. It doesn't bother me. Ow. Okay. I was joking. I don't like it. I don't like it.
All right. Why is it still electrifying? There you go. It's electrifying. It's electrifying. It's electrifying. You better shape up. Boom, boom, boom. Lord nerd man. And my heart is set on you. Better shape up. Because I'm going to prove. You're going to prove. Are you sure? Yes, I'm sure down deep inside. You're the one that I want. You are the one I want. Ooh, honey. The new episode of Secret Invasion this week. Oh, my goodness gracious me. Oh, I had to watch the tasting real quick. Thank you, guys. Confidence is high. All right. Awesome. Thoughts and prayers are with you all the way, brother. All right. The voodoo is a world star, Salacious. That's right. People all over the world love News Now Voodoo. It's awesome, 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 awesome. And so, ladies and gentlemen, with all that being said, I think it's time to wrap it up, ladies and gentlemen. Don't forget that on this very channel, the Frauditor Follies YouTube channel, every Saturday, we have a show. The Frauditor Follies Saturday Night Snafu, starring me and my co-host, the one and only Frauditor News Network. And every Saturday we have a different special guest. This weekend's guest, ladies and gentlemen, this Saturday on this very channel, Debo Station is going to be here. And then on July 15th, ladies and gentlemen, Miss Mandy 777. July 22nd, Mark the Sarcastic Law Student. July 29th, ladies and gentlemen, the one, the only, the queen herself, Mrs. Schrodinger's cat. And then on August 5th, ladies and gentlemen, Frauditor Roundup. And then on August 12th, the one and only Dick Bag Patrol. All right. August 19th, the former Mystery Softset Theater host, the one and only Garth Nader, is going to be on the show. And then on August 26th, we're going to have Frauditor Ram. That's right. And on September 2nd, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to start fall season off with a bang. Our guest is going to be Tommy Kruger. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be great. It's going to be fantastic. I can't wait. We're going to have so much fun. Thank you guys for joining me. I love you guys. You're the best fans in the world. Always and forever. I love you guys. Yeah. See you next time. I love you guys. I'm all shook up.